morning, everyone. Welcome on in to a lovely, chill and cozy Sunday stream this morning. Hello. How are we all doing? Hi, Sakura. I hope. Roxy, Core. Welcome, welcome. Cozy iPad streaming today. We've got one more event card to go through for Throne of Eros, and also the Heart Compass event. So we'll be pulling on the standard banner today. I did manage to accumulate around 100 wishes, so we can at least get one crate. 200 was a bit of a push. But we got 100 at least, so we're going to pull those today and just sort of see how it goes. Hoping for couple more Caleb and Raphael cards for our collection, as the stylus standard stuff's pretty much done. So that's the hope. We'll get a couple of those. Welcome. You know, you saying that, Roxy, made me, during startup, check it. Yeah, we really need them to set it to live chat by default, don't we? Because there's got to be a setting for it somewhere. Someone mentioned that for them it wasn't set to that, so I feel like there's got to be a setting for it. I just don't know where it is. It's so hard to find things in YouTube settings, honestly. Ooh. Oh, sneezy cat. Jesse came in here, sneezed, and then left. Chemical warfare, that. You're thinking no one? Oh my god, because it was just like, not just showing you me, I guess. Right. It was just showing you me. We've also got the Lemonette event. We're going to pull for that, see what we get. Last week was pretty fine. I think we got some alright stuff. Wasn't too bad. Hoping we'll get maybe some of the poses. There's still a couple of sightless things that I'm still missing from that, so anything that gives us affinity would be nice. Still like pulling teeth trying to get that, so anything that gives us affinity, or maybe the yellow MC dress as well would be nice as well. I wouldn't mind that. Now that we've got the house feature. Currently, we're stuck on about level 13 for the house, because actually now that the new weeklies have come in, I think we can finally progress. But yeah, there was a bit of a leap between level 13 and 14 in terms of points you needed to level up. So I think getting to 25 is going to take a couple of months. Just judging by how it's going so far, so. I was hoping to level up the housing really quickly, so I could just get all the furniture we needed and then start decorating. So I'm gonna have to hold back, I think, on getting things we don't need until we've leveled up a bit more. That's the hardest part. But we can do a little bit, but I have moved some things, and 2 rooms are not ready because I've moved them. So you can take a look, but there's not much going on in those 2 rooms because I'm waiting for some stuff from the next level to start decorating those. But basically, I've moved the gym, the bedroom, and bathroom around, because it didn't really make much sense that we had this massive gym and a tiny bedroom, and the bathroom was far too big. So I switched a few things around. Hello, welcome. Yeah, so most of the furniture that's super nice is on the higher levels, yeah. I'm curious if in the future, because we've noticed already there's quite a few things from sort of the companions' houses and rooms that are already in this housing system to purchase. But I am curious if they're going to give us, we're going to get like packs later on with those assets in them to sort of recreate those rooms. Maybe with a bit of affinity bonus with it too would be nice. Hey, Falcon. Thank you so much for the coffee tip. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Thank you so much. Getting us to 50% of our goal. We are halfway to unleashing Kitty Cat Treat Chaos time at the end of stream. Welcome on in. What country am I from? I'm from England, but I don't live there anymore. You keep wait. It keeps moving the vines, so you're placing the vines in one room and they're moving around. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that because I've got some. I did put some inside the house as well, so like the ones that come from the ceiling. So I'll keep an eye on mine and see if they move around too. That's weird. Hello, welcome on in. I managed to get to gardening level 5. Gardening, also a bit of a slog, but only 10 levels for that, so... Probably not going to take as long as it's going to take to get to level 25 in the house, I think. Where am I now? I'm in Korea. So for Shadow, we're pulling on, it's not Pulse. I keep wanting to call it Pulse Hunter because it's basically the same thing. Who's pulling on Heart Compass today? What are you hoping to get from the standard? For me, want to finish off the Colonel Caleb set because I always kept getting one card and not the other. Probably some more Raphael cards. We still have that 5-star from the Masquerade event that we get in a couple of days, I think. Maybe not today. That's guaranteed. So if he doesn't drop today, I can probably just get Caleb's second card in that, I think. You also need... You're trying to rank up Colonel Caleb. It's just every time what I don't want to see today, let's just get that out of the way, blossoms. Don't want to see any Raphael blossoms or Silas within... Is it within reach? Let me have a look. I think it's within reach. Yes, or Silas within reach, because those two cards are the only ones that seem to drop over the past couple of months on that standard banner, which has made it incredibly difficult to collect anything else. Just far too much. Absolutely not. This is not a dating website. This is YouTube. My phone actually auto-corrected Caleb as Kakeb. I mean, it's accurate, but... That means you've been calling him that for so long that it's just assuming that's his name now. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Starting fresh, isn't it, Car? Goodness me. Car is on the ball today. You better watch out. We're here to have a nice chill day, and Core is ensuring it stays that way. Never quite understand that. Like, there are plenty of places you can go to, you know, find your significant other. YouTube Live, not that place. You know, maybe go to a club. Join a dating app. Join a local D&D game. I don't know. There's so many different ways you can meet people that are not this. Hello, welcome. Examples of wire people, right? It's... Take a cooking class. Yeah. So many. You've got so many choices. That are not this. Oh, goodness. We just get it all out the way early. Early in the stream. Hello, welcome. So I think actually after today, technically that's all the anniversary stuff out of the way. I believe. Because Pulse lasts us until the 20th. Now, the CN side did say something about a stream on the 18th, but they still haven't said anything in global about it, so I don't know if it's just a live stream of their IRL event, or if we're getting more stuff like last year. We're gonna just have to wait and see. I guess if something's happening, they'll announce it this week, but that side did mention something happening on the 18th. Oh, on the 18th, the anniversary gifts do drop. 10 event wishes and some diamonds. So something kind of is happening on the 18th. Potentially with the stream. Have to wait and see. Just anything that isn't blossoms or within reach would be great today, I hope. Not American. Never been to America. Don't care about whatever you're doing over there. It's not got anything to do with me. Take it somewhere else. Can I play an instrument? I play the piano. I used to play the violin at some point. I'm not sure if I could anymore. Thank you. Hello, welcome. It's going all right today. I have a nice, lovely chill stream. So I was also thinking we might start Divinity 2 next week. I'm still a little on the fence about everything, even after the Q&A. But I feel like it's better to prep just in case, and then, you know, we can sort of decide later how we feel about new Divinity and everything closer to the time, maybe. So, yeah, I'm thinking we'll start with that next week. Because January's a little quieter. February, we've got Requiem coming out, so that's when all the new releases are going to ramp up. Though I think it's sort of towards the end of the month. There's also going to be a few things going on in this game between now and February too. Usually the Valentine's banner is a big one. I think there's probably going to be another Caleb Myth rerun. Maybe a solo in between. There's something else that's going to be in between all that, I think, before we get to Valentine's, I think. What was Valentine's last year, Sakura? Was it Catch 22? Was it that one? Do I still have it? No, because it's at my where I grew up in England and not here. But it's still there, I think. It's still in my parents' house. It was Catch 22. Yeah. Rumors are saying the some of the upcoming stuff's also gonna be a little love or hate. So there might be some interesting banners this year that might need some content warnings going into them. It was just a cute, sweet, romantic banner with nothing weird going on whatsoever. Cats, they are around. They will be here whenever they want to be. Usually early in stream, they're mostly napping. One of them came in and sneezed earlier. So he's awake. I think that was Jesse. The rest of them are just sort of chilling right now, I think. Yeah, they will be. Yeah, if we hit our goal, as always, they will be here at the end. When summoned for the treats. I love the cup. Yes, my Starion mug. I have a couple of Baldur's Gate mugs. I have a Shadowheart one as well. I want to get a Coralac one. Haven't gotten around to it yet. Oh, I kind of want an Esky mug as well from Expedition 33. I was really tempted to get the plushie, but the shipping here is not good. It's like kind of fine, the shipping, if you live in Europe or America, but anywhere else it was kind of crazy. So I don't know if Esky's going to be joining the plushie gang behind me. We have a Silas one coming though, so he's going to be joining. I don't know when it's going to arrive though, but he'll be joining the plushie gang. Hi Peter, how you doing? It's actually blue, but it just changed color on camera a bit. If we do start Divinity next week as well, I was thinking might bring the elf ears back again. Actually, I don't know what do elves look like in Divinity? Do they kind of look normal, or? I'm pretty sure they have elves, don't they? Have a quick look. Oh yeah, they do. Oh, they're really lanky. Oh. Oh, they do look different though from the D&D elves. Like really tall and skinny. A little strange looking. Long necks. And much bigger ears. Okay. Yeah, I think we can do something with that. Hey, you know, if you want a fun hair color, go for it. Why not? Carl was like, I think not. Oh. Mornings, Acor. Mornings. It should calm down once I switch my screens over. Alright. Should we get started today? We gotta still do like one more weekly... Oh, we gotta go into the house anyway. To get our activity up to 60. So we can get all our lemons for the Lemonette Trove. And we can pull for that. Alright. Check out, we'll go to the house first then. See what he's, oh god, what's he wearing today? He's probably wearing that bloody, he's wearing that, oh, what is this? He's wearing that bloody scarf again. He looks like a winter quartet member. He really loves those earrings. Goodness me. This is what happens when you let them dress themselves, by the way. I really regret getting the promise, because he will not take that bloody scarf off. They're so excited about this new neckwear section. Earrings were certainly a choice. The cat, I haven't gotten the cat gloves yet, but I was also thinking the same, because it's sort of a new category, like they're just gonna, it is all they're gonna wear. I do like the... Okay, so... You remember we had that funny hat during streams? For the, charities. And... It was, yeah, we got one of those in game now, and it's great. We press it, the ears wiggle. Okay. I got the goose one for now. Okay, right now that he's not dressed like a quartet member, we'll go do our gardening first so we can hopefully... I've got to get it to 60, I think. Three out of 5 in scarves and cat gloves today. I haven't even checked the others. I just did a 2-star this time. I've got some free leaves to go though, so... I've had some really rotten luck with the free leaf blooms though. Like, most of the special, like the rare packets I've been getting have been from the two-leaf plants. So, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it or not. Passing over them. Right now it feels like it's not. Because you've got to, like... What I do is, the rest of them I just look after like this, and then I'll pick 2 that are the same type, and I'll only perform on those, because otherwise it's too much vitality. And those will be the blooms that I use tomorrow. And then the rest I'll just save for cups and flower arranging. Okay, she just decided to skip the one in the corner for some reason. I guess she'll go back to it later. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're just doing it in any old order today, it seems. Hang on. I'll level up my gardening, so... Okay. 3 we can harvest. Probably the detours today. Okay, so maybe... Well, we'll get out of that. Maybe we'll do these for tomorrow. It seems to only care about you doing it fast, so I just kind of spam it. And then I call it a day. I've noticed the slower I go with that, usually the lower it is. Hey, welcome! So they need to be... So, now, the Japanese player said it has to actually be 81%, not 80. They said if it's 80%, it still might be 2 leaf. So you want to get it to at least 81% if you want the free leaf rating to be safe. We're playing Love and Deepspace today. Plant some more detours. Rose there. Okay, right. How are we on tasks? Oh, give him a gift. Chat. Okay. Item from the shop. There we go. Oh, okay, not bad. We have to get this to 60. Take a photo. Okay. Yeah, spend coins. Oh, it's gonna be a bit rough this week. Custom interior. Okay, give him the dish. Where is? Oh, he's probably still by the fireplace, isn't he? Hello, welcome. Just special gardening shoes. Wait, what's happening with the weather? Oh, there's a rainbow. Okay, I didn't see it. Couldn't see it. Kind of hard to see when it's early morning.
I'd say it's more like impossible. But when I go to certain places for business, I can often get close enough to see rainbows. I'll take you with me next time.
Okay. So we need to give him a gift. Doesn't want me to poke him today. He just wants to sit by the fire today. He doesn't even want his gift.
If my home were filled with these, it'd feel like a night that never ends.
Yeah, okay, right, that's good. We should be able to get... Oh, yay, finally! 15! And... get some of Raphael's sculptures. Nice. Have a look-see. Yeah, this one. Very reminiscent of that bust he made of Myth MC back in the day. Some more tables now. Of sofas. Alright, let's see what they've added to the shop. I feel like 15's gonna take a couple more days. Okay, more colours for the curved sofas. That was a nice black one. Pink. Okay. Some beds with drapes over them now. Oh, okay. We got some nice tables, though. Get that one, I think. You can't believe he had the scarf on and then... I know! He wears all that and then he decides to sit by the fire. Maybe it's his way of saying we've been cheap on the heating this winter. Oh, we got some nice, I'm not really a fan of the colors, though. Beige one. I always like looking at all the new stuff we get when we level up. Not many more decorations to get, though. Outside of the levels. I feel like there wasn't much for level 15. Despite it taking a really long time to get there. Well, level 15's a bit meh, too. I feel like after level 16 it starts to get exciting. Like finally a different sink for the bathroom, some fountains, things like that. I still think I can't get... Yeah, still 2 more days we have to log in. Photo, where'd he go? Oh wait, where's he gone? Oh, he's reading now. Is you reading the book that you're supposed to be reading, or... I was always reading that one. I don't think it's the one that we recommended. He was reading that. Oh wait, no, I'm pretty sure that was not the one that I'd recommended. Changed it. We finally finished Humanity and Conqueror, which was in his bond. Oh well. He's like... a little through that. Early on, he was always reading The Girl from Deep Space. Take a photo. The scar's so popular, Zane wore in all his black and shades outfit. I didn't think it could get more atrocious. I feel like the downside to getting the promise was certainly that. Because they just... don't even want to see what the others are wearing today, to be fair, because they're probably all wearing that bloody scarf. There we go. I want those poses in, snapshot mode. I don't think we have them all in there yet. Alright, we got it up to 80. The coins, I really have to think about what we're gonna spend them on because we're low on coins because got a lot of stuff for the house very early on. The living room we haven't really changed much. Kind of the same since the last time you guys saw it. I think I just changed this. Got some different pictures up now. And I gotta still put a picture there. But I did change the rooms around. So in here's the gym, but nothing's really finished yet. So I moved the gym from the last room into here. It just made more sense. With just the objects from like my free sort of mains. I merged that together so they can practice together. Got the yoga mat. The treadmill. Still a couple of things I have to tweak in this room. And then I attached the bathroom to the gym, which I'm still kind of working on. But the other bathroom was just far too big. I had no idea what to do with it. So I moved it into here. It was a much more manageable space. And then I decided this room that was the bathroom is going to be like a little just Silas room. But I've not gotten all the furniture I need for it yet, so it's kind of plain. With just a little seat for him to work in the corner there for now. And then the bedroom's going to be in here, which I'm still working on. I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep this here or move it. I put it there as like a little divider at first, but then the imbalance between both of these sides with the cupboard here and then the tiny cupboard here is throwing me off a little bit, so I might change it. It is a work in progress, yes. Yes, it is. I haven't even touched the garden because I feel like I gotta finish this room first. But I think having it in here is nice because it sort of attaches to the garden. And it's got a nice view. The downside is you can't change these windows at the back. I'm hoping they'll update it so we can. You can change these windows, you can't change those. Drives me absolutely mad, that. In here, we can change all the windows, so I have no idea why we can't though. But we also can't change this door over here, which I'm assuming will connect to what might be a kitchen later on. There's another room there. Room 5 that we don't have access to right now. I'm assuming it might be a kitchen. And we don't have any of the upstairs yet, so they're going to be adding that in another update, I think. I'm just going to try and focus on getting all these rooms done before they add whatever they add next. You only put in the flower arrangement prison in the garden, and we're finally able to remove it this morning. Yes, so what I did... So for people who are trying to get the achievement where they give you flowers 5 times... Silas was an absolute menace with that. I ended up making a blank template of my home. Hang on. So I have this template, which is the house now, and then this template, which is an empty house. Just nothing in it, except the workbench. Now, the problem was, even with nothing to do in the house, he had the windows. He had singing, he had his phone. So I blocked off all the windows with really anything that was just tall enough to block him from interacting. So these windows here, he tends to go for. Block them. One's in here. Block them. I don't find... He never really went in here to do it, so I didn't bother. These windows. These two in the garden. Block them too. Just as much shit as you can put in front of them that isn't interactable, so he can't look out the window. And then, if he still won't go for the flowers, you might have to lock him in a little secluded place with the thing. What I've seen this works. Just trap him in there, put it there, inside, and don't let him out until he's done all his flower arranging. The problem is he will try to talk to you. So you might want to vacate the premises until you sort of say he's doing it. But you'll also try to take a walk. At one point, he just stood in front of the objects I'd placed in front of the window, just sort of staring into nothingness. I think removing everything from the house, his bath, where he drinks his gin, gave him an early midlife crisis. And, you really didn't want to make those flowers. So sometimes they might just stand and stare into nothingness, but eventually they should, and you can use the time management system to kind of speed things along. Most of the time they'll give you the gifts straight away after making them. If they don't, just skip ahead an hour or two, and then they'll probably get around to it. But I do find that he did not and has not since made any flowers without me taking everything away and trapping him. He also doesn't leave the house. I saw that they can leave the house. Apparently they go to work, or they go to the shops. Not this guy. Not this freeloader. No, he's here 24/7. He does not leave. Tried to make him leave, he won't. So, I don't know what's wrong with my Silas, but he doesn't want to make flowers and he doesn't want to leave the house. So, he mostly just wants to work and stare out of the window. Those are his two favorite things to do. Oh, and drink gin in the bath. Zane and Caleb work from home. Caleb is supposed to go to work occasionally, but I've not seen any of them leave. The man who said he wasn't going to become a house husband inevitably became a house husband. Yeah. Because he won't leave the house. Oh. So yeah, when you have an achievement to get them to do a very specific thing, it does seem the best thing to do is take everything away, lock them in a room, or in the garden, in that little space, with only that thing that they can do. Because otherwise they've got too many distractions. You see, sometimes he just sits. He's not even like... Or apparently he's working right now. Auctions on his phone, I guess. That's what your parents did with you on piano lessons, just locked you in the basement. Oh my god. The Sims way. You do get, I think it was a moments post for gifting them, him gifting flowers. Now, apparently there's a text for making flowers with him, but I'm having this, let's see if he's going to be a problem today or not. Come here. I have this problem where he doesn't want to participate. He wants to watch. And the problem is it doesn't seem to count if he wants to watch and not participate. There he is, he's running. Let's see. I like that we can get those back. Right, okay. Do you want to participate today? No? You go... Oh, for goodness sake, every time. Okay, he's doing it now. Finally! He's showing me up. I was trying for a week to get him to do this. He would not. He just kept saying he wanted to watch. It's like the reverse Raphael on the claw machine. Because I've noticed if he doesn't participate, it just doesn't seem to bloody count. So this will only be the second, I think the second or third time he's done this. Are you gonna... What do you mean I'm operating too fast? I think so. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Can't interrupt him. Oh. Oh, maybe he's mad because I keep missing that. Oh, it's Iris's that. Okay, well, we'll go with that. Why is that one so droopy? Okay, let's see if we can get him to do another one, seeing as he's in the mood. Right. It looks like we're in luck today. Maybe some days he just doesn't want to do it. When you see them, like, watch them do it from outside of this mode, they just chuck them in like that. Why are they so droopy? Am I? Okay. Don't think we're gonna display any of these. He sounded so confident about that. Sure. I don't have the heart to tell him no, so... Uh-huh. I think he's made a wanderer flower. Modern art. Yeah, we'll show it off in your office, specifically, I think. Okay, it sounds like he's gonna keep doing it today. No! He's rebelling! He's telling me that this is what was happening all week. I don't know if we did enough. I think he's gonna refuse from here on out. I'm hoping we got enough for the text. I can't remember how many he did before. Yeah, no, he's out. He's out enough. The first one that Caleb did on your art, the flowers were arranged like an aeroplane. Oh, but actually, that's cute and canonically makes sense. Okay. That's not gonna count because he didn't want to take part. Alright, let's see. I feel like I've done 4 and not 5 with him. No, we did 5. Okay, I did 5 overall. So this is the text you get if you arrange 5, but yeah. As far as I'm aware, he has to participate actively. If he doesn't, it doesn't count. Someone's eager. I didn't even invite you yet, but you're already planning to show up with flowers. You've been invited enough times to know what you need before you ask, such as having supplies for your next invitation. Oh, In that case, should I send you a formal invitation that suits these flowers you brought? Define formal. If you're talking about fancy cards or whatever, don't bother. But if you write it yourself, I'll accept it. These 2 crazy kids. Affinity! Alright. We got our lemons. For Lemonette. How many days is it until we get the SSR crate? 2. 2 days, we get the SSR crate where we can pick. So if we don't get Colonel Caleb today, we can get him in 2 days at least. Also, don't sleep on your poetic figures. It's a cute event. You get a little headwear from it and some things to put in the scrapbook. And I think one thing to put in the house, yeah. There's a thing to put in the house too. It's a cute event. I mean, I finished them all though. I think I took Caleb's card today. They were, so... There's no way for us to R3 a card and then still get the other cards. Like, not even if we pay for the 4-star event, which is a bit annoying. So, of course, they did this. So I had to pick one quickly so I could do the Hunter contest, which annoyed me slightly. Because I wanted to get Raphael's and Caleb's at minimum. But a 1-star, 4-star is not very useful in battle at all. And I needed a blue for Silas still, a 4-star to replace the 3-star, so could only pick one. So hopefully at some point they'll give us a way to get the cards that we're missing for those of us who collect them. But yeah, that was just weird there was no other way to get them outside of the 5-3. Right, we're gonna roll 5 for Lemonette today. Anything that gives us Silas affinity would be nice, but low chance of that happening. We got some... pretty much all of the songs though I want to, so... I also did the... what was it? What was that event? I also did the Deep Space Voyage. Yeah, Touring in Love with everybody to get their item to check it off the list for Lemonette. You can just use the key on the last one. You don't have to unlock them all. The last one has the item. Get the item, knock them off the Lemonette list. So they don't drop. Kind of weird that they're in here because you can still get them. That's those 4. Alright, let's roll our 5. Okay, we got Fishy Pose. I'll take it. A lot of Raphael today. 1, I think that's definitely Silas thing. Trophy. That's cute. Tayaki. Tayaki Raphael. Hearts Harbor. I don't know whose that one is. And the Fishy Catch-22. Okay. We got 1 rare, so it's not too bad that. Damn it, I really wanted some Silas affinity though. Raphael's affinity we're pretty fine for. Whose was that? Oh, Timeless Day event, okay. Alright, not bad. Yeah, I think this one is... Old Souls Change, so it sounds like a Silas thing. Is it Catch... It looks like Catch-22. Very Silas coded. And then a trophy that we did not earn. Twinkle Toys trophy. Oh, yeah, it can go there. Yeah, we got Raphael's Catch. I think the poses are pretty much the same for Catch. It's them in that chair, isn't it? Hang on. No! Does anyone else keep hitting the home page when you want to go to the date page? Because this happens to me a lot. He always still wants to sit by the fireplace. The first one that Caleb did on your end, the flowers were arranged. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it keeps happening. So we got that new pose. I think it was his pose, wasn't it? Portrait. Yeah, it's the Catch-22 one in the chair. He's not happy. He's not happy. Okay. So we got the first one out of those. That's it. We're narrowing it down. Sent a moment's... Oh, we got something as well. Oh, I must have gotten a certain amount of poses with him, I think. Events. Artwork routine. Ah, okay, the trophy came with a moments post as well for MC. So those also are triggering when we get the items, any moments posts and stuff that came with them. Definitely worth checking what you get every week and if there's anything you can, because there's somewhere like if you take a photo of them wearing certain things, for example, you might get a moments post. Like if you already have the outfit from last year's Chinese New Year and for both of them, and then you get the dragon hat from Lemonette's Trove. I believe if you take a photo or a snapshot with that, you can get something. I think it's a moments post. Alright, we'll see what they say about that. This trophy we totally earned. Oh, we can check out Silas's chapter today as well. Right, so we have Heart Compass event back on today, which is kind of like Pulse Hunter. So we've got to select memories we want. So we definitely want to go Caleb. You know, I'm wondering, like, should we go for the ones we don't have? Maybe. And then, I know if I put the other Colonel Caleb in, it's gonna give me more of that, I bet. I've already got all the Silas's, so... Yeah, maybe we'll... Because Raphael's already R1. Yeah, okay, let's go for that. Because a lot of the others we can just get with the... shards. So... Go for those missing companions. So we got 107. But it is at 70 because it's a separate pity to this. So we can get at least the random. So this one's a random 5-star out of the memories you picked. And this one you get to pick at 200. And then we got 4-star, which I pretty much have them all already, so I don't know. I don't know if it's worth saving the SR crates until the 6th league comes out. I don't know if it'll even be included in those packs. It might not. But food for thought. To maybe hold on to them if it's, you know, you got everything. You never know. Right. All free wishes today, at least. Not really expecting us to get anything outside of 1 5-star for the polls themselves. I know. My least favorite thing about this game is the gacha, honestly. I feel like if they made a game like this and removed the gacha elements, I'd be in trouble. That way you could just purely grind everything out. Yeah, it's looking like that. Which one do you think is gonna drop? The Colonel Caleb we already have, or one of the missing cards? one's a guarantee. Okay, it's Zane. And it's... Okay, so we got, is that his missing... I think that's his missing companion card. Because he didn't want to... Yes, okay, okay, finally. One down. I feel like I'm gonna have to use the event crate from Masquerade to get Colonel Caleb at this point. Got 30 left. It was missing at least, yeah. And it wasn't within reach of Blossom, so... Those are the two cards I just don't want to see. Oh, not again! Are you kidding me? Game, look, we got it. We don't need it again. I don't really use Zane in battle, so R1ing that's not really any use to me. Damn it. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's see what we get in that crate then. Not right now.
You look happy.
Okay, let's see what we get on this random one then. This is random. Just give me this one! Give me Caleb's. It knows. Oh well, at least, okay, at least we got Xavier's companion that I was missing, I guess. So I'm gonna have to use the other crate for Caleb. We specifically wanted Caleb's card. Oh, okay. Thank goodness we've got one guaranteed. But hey, we got 3 cards, so it could have been worse. I would definitely have preferred to R1 the Colonel. Was it this one? Yeah. Wait, is he? He's R1. Like, fully now. I think with Xavier's, I also had that one. Yeah, that other one dropped twice. But, it kind of is like pulling teeth trying to get Caleb's cards. So we did get Facia and Light, so I can finally watch those now. So that's good. Gonna have to wait a couple more days for Colonel Caleb, though. Hey, we're only an hour in. We haven't gotten to Xavier's card yet, so we're gonna be watching that soon. Just done Pulse Hunter pretty much so far. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like... Should we just save these? We got everything. It's just gonna be dust otherwise, isn't it? Get our cubes. Leveling up my protocors. We got 107 back. I think I'm still missing Fluffy Trap. I think that's the one we're missing right now. Yeah, we're roughly 100 away from that, so I don't know if it's worth it going for that one, to be honest. Okay, we also got 7 of these, so we'll just do 7 real quick. See if we can get any Silas cards today. Maybe some sparkles. Quite far away from the center today. many speed up cubes now that we can get them in the, Ooh, okay. Alright, Xavier. I don't think we got a single Silas. It's whatever's not your main's day today, it seems. I think we can rank up something for Xavier, though. Yeah, how did they manage to rank up Xavier's 3 times? But not this once. Make it make sense. Got 2 normal ones as well. Does appear to be Zayd and Xavier clock right now. Yeah! It is! That was funny, that. Exactly as predicted. Okay, that was actually a Silas card, but it was one we already had. So we just got dust from it, I think, yeah. Get some of those. Okay, so, you know, I could have gone worse. At least we got 2 companions out of the Heart Compass. Not the one we wanted, but it's okay. We've got a guarantee at the event, so... I will eventually see Colonel Caleb's myths one day. It's just not today. Oh! Oh, was this an event with just the OG OT3? I'm guessing it was, because there's only Tara, Raphael, and Zane commenting. So it must have been a really early event, that. No Silas, okay, Caleb. Okay. Right. We got Xavier's card to go through today. The Eulogy of Light, the one with the lightsabers. Destiny weaves its puzzle with time as its pen. A Law Galaxy, Outer Rim, Research
When time and
Facility.
space meet as opposing currents, the strangest vortexes form amongst the stars.
I wonder if we're going to get some sort of parallels to Lightseeker, maybe, in this one.
In legends known throughout the cosmic empire, the vortex is called the Interstellar Gate. Inside it, time and space no longer follow ordinary laws. Past, present, and future flow together as one.
The Interstellar Gate opens to reshape time, and the chains of destiny will break. New hope will clear away the cosmic dust, and future pages will part the mist. Those ancient verses echo in my mind, a motion for the scholar beside me to continue. With practiced ease, the scholar taps a holographic screen. A star map unfolds before us. A red dot blinks on it.
The Interstellar Gate is more than a theoretical existence. This red dot, our current location.
Why does the Imperial Scholar's silhouette low-key look like Grandma? In this universe, is Grandma the Scholar? It's just suspiciously Grandma Josephine shape, that.
It's exactly where it will appear. If we can't find a method to control it,
Then we could see the future.
we can even shape it.
It's like a dangerous thing for the Empire to have their hands on. As the newly crowned Empress of the Cosmic Empire, my greatest obstacle is the Grand Elder Sio. He has advised rulers since the old dynasty was established 300 years ago, and his power is only second to the throne. When the old dynasty's last emperor died, one era ended and a new one began. No longer a regent, Sio retreated to the assembly of the elders. At least that's the story told to the public. To be honest, even as the empress, I often have to listen and abide by his will. Sio has always opposed researching into the interstellar gate, and he meddles in many of my decisions as well. So we got the old advisor slowly trying to take power from the ruler trope happening here. If I can seize the interstellar gate's power, I might be able to rid myself of him.
Your Majesty, look!
I raise my head and follow the scholar's gesture to the window. In deep space silence, an enormous vortex has done something. Opens before us. Black and golden swirls flow. They twist together and surge outward in endless waves. Unreal, indescribably strange. It's as if ancient legend is slowly waking up from its long slumber. There's another violent tremor, and the black and gold waves fuse into one. The timing. It's very fast on this card. They scatter into countless shimmering fragments.
The interstellar gate appears to be unstable. It can't stay open for long.
That's why Xavier's gonna come. So traveling here was pointless. Before I order my party to retreat to the Allure, a speck of light appears in the vortex's center. Something is crossing over from the other side. A sleeping pod. How could such a thing emerge from the interstellar gate? The rest of the legend returns to my mind. Radiant stars shall sail from the interstellar gate, and the unknown forges the path ahead. The lost will find their homeland, and the Empire shall endure forevermore. Guards, lower the platform. Bring the pod aboard. I'll see what lies inside. After dismissing my attendants, I slowly walked towards the sleeping pod resting on the platform. It's a model that was discontinued 200 years ago. A thin layer of frost covers the transparent window and faintly reveals the face of a man inside. So instead of being from the future this time, he's from the past, it seems. He lies quietly in the cramped pod. His body and mind have been sealed by time. After studying the pod's structure, I press the button to open it. There's a soft sound as the hatch lifts. Cold vapor rushes out. And he's still asleep. Wake up. Maybe give him a shake. The man remains unresponsive. Carefully examining him, I lean in. His features are reminiscent of a finely carved work of art. Profound serenity rests on his face. Beside his hand lies a sharp sword, and it glimmers with a cold light. These engravings only appear on weapons belonging to the old royal family. So this universe he's still royal. Now only Sio carries a ceremonial sword with this pattern. But who are you? Oh, this could mean he's you know, if it's old royal family, he could potentially be a problem for her claim to the throne, perhaps. A royal sword, an ancient sleeping pod. I closely study him, and a single name bursts to my mind. Isn't this Xavier, the last crown prince of the old dynasty? According to the history textbooks, Prince Xavier formed an expedition team to venture into deep space 300 years ago. He sought out the interstellar gate, but tragedy struck on the journey. The entire expedition died, the remains vanishing into the endless cosmos without a trace. This is a lot of Lightseeker parallels. The royal family lost its brightest heir, while the monarch had to say goodbye to his most beloved son. Soon after, grief consumed him and he died. Grand Elder Sio, a distant relative and close confidant of the monarch, declared himself a regent. After the monarch's passing, the old dynasty fell, and a new era began. Xavier and the age he belonged to became nothing more than history. Ooh, is alternative Darkborn in the background I can hear too? Sounds very familiar. Yet I never expected to find him here. He's a man that rumors in history thought had died. Someone connected to Sio. Could he be an unknown variable? Should I save him? Ooh! Oh no! So this is the good and bad ending point. Which one do you want to see first? I guess, chat. Do you want to see the good ending or the bad ending? Do we close the pod and put him back into space? Because he might threaten our rule? Or do we wake him up and see what's going on, chat? That's really harsh, that. Close the pod and put it back. Kind of like Caleb's was also, it was quite a harsh choice. It was like, do you want to try and shoot him? Or try to get along, basically. Sleeping Beauty, wake up time. Okay, so we'll see the negative ending after, because I'm assuming putting him back in the pod is going to be the bad one. Wake up. I press the button for emergency resuscitation. The pod restores the temperature, oxygen, and carbon dioxide to safe levels. I'll wait for him to wake up. Literally Sleeping Beauty. He's been sleeping for 200 years. Possibly around that time. Minutes pass one after another. The man inside doesn't stir. Xavier, wake up. I reach out to check his breathing. It's faint. Oh. I move my fingers to his neck and check his pulse. His breathing and pulse haven't stabilized. Something's not right. Okay. We got two options. Oh no. Do we perform resuscitation or use the medical robot for resuscitation? Now, I don't know what her skills are. Option 3, the smell of hot pot will wake him. To be fair, that would probably work, the hot pot. Robot or us? Option 4, tell the cats Xavier will feed them. I feel like if we do it and then he wakes up, it's going to startle him a bit more, but it could be interesting. Yeah. Like the first thing he sees when he opens his eyes is just her resuscitating him. Now, hopefully she is trained. If she isn't, you know, this might go poorly. I think for a moment before leaning down. One of my hands supports his neck and the other tilts his chin back. His skin feels cold. My gaze traces sharp lines of his jaw before drifting onto his lips. She just wanted a cheeky kiss. You hear it's like the medical droid, because we should be safe about this. Forgive me. Pinch his nose so that no air will escape, and then I lower my mouth towards his. Well, that worked. He is Sleeping Beauty. Before I can continue, a cold arm presses against my neck. The pressure is weak, but the warning is obvious. So this would explain the Sleeping Beauty-esque music we had in the event at the dance minigame. Xavier opens his eyes.
Impudent.
A fast, simple thank you would suffice. What a shame. I move back and brush away the loose strands of hair from my face. What a shame. Don't overthink it. I only wanted to wake you up. He coldly stares at me and his hand grips the sword at his side. Noticing his movements, I shrug, smile, and pull out my firearm. If I were you, I'd set that blade down and politely thank the person who saved you. You've been in stasis for too long. You won't be able to fight me in your current condition. And if I wanted you to die, I would have killed you already. We literally had the option to send you back into space, mate. So, you better learn some manners quick. The air grows heavy with a certain emotion. He hesitates before using his long sword to push himself up. He forces his weakened body to stand. Xavier, where are you going? Now he's trying to escape.
When you address royalty, You should follow proper etiquette.
Oh, okay, in this universe, he's really into the prince thing. I raise my eyebrows and cross my arm, like, listen, mate, you're not the one in charge here anymore. It's been 200 years. Are you saying the Empress of the Cosmic Empire should honor a commoner? Oh. He's not gonna like that. Xavier stops in his tracks, the sharpness in his eyes softening in confusion. His gaze drifts from my finely crafted gun to the state-of-the-art starship interior we're standing in, and then it lands on the ancient sleeping pod.
What year is it?
Oh no. Cosmic year 649, your dynasty fell. Oh, it's 300 years. 300 years ago. You're no longer a prince, and the Empire is no longer the one you remember. He lowers his sword quietly. Seconds pass. Seems as though he believes me.
Escort me.
You wish. You woke up cold and hostile, and I'm already starting to regret saving you.
That's not what I did.
We're a little hostile, mate.
I have cryo-sickness because I spent too much time in the pod.
Oh, okay, we're
I feel nauseous.
blaming it on
Take
the
me back to the
cryo-sickness.
Empire. I'm willing to.
His voice trails off and vanishes into the air before he can finish. Oh gosh. His body loses consciousness and all its strength, and he falls towards me without a warning. Okay, in fairness, maybe he does have a bit of cryo sickness. His cold face crashes into my neck and I steady him, but the impact pushes me back. The chair tips over, drags me down with him, and we fall onto the floor.
Your Majesty, what happened?
Oh, that's gonna be a sight for them to walk into, isn't it? On the ground, I pushed aside Xavier's tousled hair and let out a quiet sigh. Close the doors. What happened today, along with this man's existence, must be kept a secret. Several days later. So this is also shaping up to be a pretty interesting story. Physical examination shows Xavier's body is mostly alright. The cryo sickness is real, so he needs time to recover. Uncertain of Xavier's true ties to Sio, I took the time to contemplate my next move. In the end, I decided to quietly bring him to the Cosmic Empire. Yeah, because we don't know if, like, he's gonna want to side with that guy or side with us. I begin digging through the records related to the lost expedition team and search for traces of the truth behind Xavier. The last transmission from the expedition reported heavy artillery fire after leaving the Allura galaxy. The assailants were piloting the Empire starships, and they used weapons only the Imperial military could possess. Ooh, cool. Who could command them? I know the prince's exact route 300 years ago. Do we think... Oh, it kind of sounds like someone went back in time then. And intercepted. Maybe we're in a... kind of like in the king myth for Xavier, where we're sort of in a timeline that wasn't really supposed to happen. Aside from the monarch, only Sio would have been capable of such a feat. We may have a common enemy after all. I push open the door to a room, and sunlight spills across the blanket that forms the shapes of a sleeping human. Xavier appears to be resting. I can spark his thirst for revenge. It'd be the perfect weapon against Sio. Clear my throat a few times. He doesn't respond. Xavier. I pull back the blanket only to find pillows and clothes. He's already escaped. He's gone. What is this? Where is he?
Your Majesty, that gentleman said he doesn't like people near him and dismissed us. We don't know where he went.
So y'all left. He rules the palace now.
The secretary said he was your favorite, so we didn't dare to upset him.
Oh dear. My favorite. Speechless, I turn my gaze to the secretary.
My apologies, Your Majesty. You told me to find an excuse to hide him, so I...
Oh dear. Never mind, but this cannot happen again. So now we gotta find him. Before the guards can track down Xavier, I return to my study to deal with the stack of royal decrees that require my signature. When I opened the door, I sensed something's amiss. The royal decrees on my desk had been tampered with. My hand flies to the gun at my waist, yet before I can draw it, I'm pulled into the study.
Shh. Don't shout. It's me.
What are you doing? I swat his hand away and narrow my eyes. How did you get in here?
I walked in.
We really need to, across all the cars, she really needs to tighten her security. The guards let you stroll into my study.
Aren't I the Empress's favorite?
That's gonna be a problem, that. Oh, enough, stop talking.
I was also told that I'm the first one.
Don't you dare say another word. Cover his mouth and pin him against the wall. Don't think you can distract me. Why were you going through my documents? Xavier doesn't struggle or flinch, he just calmly removes my hand.
I was looking for the key to the archives.
Oh, okay, he's awfully forthcoming with that information. What do you want to do there?
I wish to find something that benefits you.
Okay.
I assume the evidence against your greatest enemy, Grand Elder Sio, would be useful.
Oh, so you must already be suspicious of them then. What are you talking about? I don't understand.
While I was resting, I heard you ask your secretary for records about my expedition. You studied every page that mentioned me or Sio. You kept me hidden in luxury, gave me the best physicians. You want me to be the blade that deals the fatal blow to your enemy.
He's only been awake for a short time, yet he's gathered this much information. Perhaps he could actually be my sharpest weapon. Like, she hadn't quite decided that yet, but... I mean, seen as his offering. I smile and speak softly. You're in a hurry to look for this evidence. You care about the mastermind behind the ambush as much as I do. Your silence is enough. Don't worry, if Sire was behind that attack, I promise justice will be served. He catches my hand, steps forward, and pulls me close. He lowers his head, his warm breath brushing against my ear.
Is it justice that you seek for me? Or are you consumed by your hunger for power?
Oh, in this universe, it really could be both with her. In all of them, she's been pretty power hungry. His deep voice, seemingly caressing my ear, almost feels like an intimate whisper. I meet his gaze, and my polite smile widens. Does it matter? When he was the Crown Prince, he knew how to weigh his priorities, and I'm almost certain he'll give me the answer I desire.
If our goals align, that's enough.
Indeed, so let us cooperate. I give his hand a squeeze, and end the test between us. Didn't you want to visit the archives? Come with me. The archives can be found in the west wing of the palace. There's a second room from the left along the gallery. Records from 3 centuries ago are too fragile. They're sealed away in alloy preservation vaults stored in a vacuum. So they basically got their own sci-fi Elder Scrolls library in the palace. The archives have a massive curved display where scanned copies can be accessed. All the records are in the database. You can search for anything you want. Xavier presses a button and the display hums to life. His hand hovers above the table. Doubt and uncertainty flicker in his gaze as it flits between the screen and the table. What are you looking for?
The control panel.
It's a touch screen. Just use your fingertips. I slide my chair closer to him and pull up the military records.
Thanks.
Before I move my chair back, Xavier types in a few words. Royal Sky Guard. It's called the Imperial Division of Sky Security now.
Thank you.
Oh.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Xavier's startled and quickly steps back from the display. Confused, I frown. Xavier points at the pop-up I closed earlier.
Someone was calling you.
Oh. I freeze because I realize he's referring to the archival assistant. My lips twitch as I look away. That's the archival assistant. It helps you quickly search through the records.
Oh. I appreciate the explanation.
I realize with painful clarity that 300 years isn't just a phrase, it's real. Shall I help you adjust to modern society later?
By later, do you mean...
Tonight? Xavier's ready to refuse, but after almost deleting the entire database, he reluctantly accepts my offer. Probably best to have him accompanied while he's handling things that can be deleted and not replaced. At night, a spacecraft quietly slips out of the palace. It carries me and Xavier to a street where the restaurants and stalls are abound. As we arrive, I make it fly low and slow our speed so that he can take in the scenery. The clock strikes the hour. Holograms shimmer to life around the square and the theatre posters come into focus. Oh, I don't think we got to go to the city
Royal
in the
Theatre
other
shall
part,
present
did
an
we?
epic of the era. The Lingering Sword will be premiering soon.
Do you want to see it? I heard the cast is spectacular this time.
What is it about?
It focuses on a prince who seeks revenge against his uncle. I lean in and lower my voice as I tease him. Doesn't it remind you of what you planned to do? But unlike you, this prince is brooding and indecisive. It's kind and idealistic, and unfortunately it only leads to tragedy. I summarize the play's plot. When I finish, Xavier looks at me.
Do you admire that kind of person?
Ooh. Okay, chat. Do we admire that kind of person? Yes or no? Idealistic? Kind and idealistic, brooding and indecisive. 2, no. There's no room for idealism and power struggles. I can appreciate such themes in a story. Oh, free choco. Oh, choco test. Every time. I hope was also a no there. I think a no for me too. But in reality, I bear the responsibility of securing the Empire's future. Xavier glances at our surroundings. The laughter in the streets and alleys seems to ease his mood.
Compared to what he's capable of, you're more suited to rule.
Of course. Now choose a place to eat. That's got to be about Xavier, that movie, right? I think we might have low-key insulted him a little bit there. I'm worried. I feel like later we're going to learn that he was planning to kill his uncle, maybe. Of course, now choose a place to eat. This is the Empire's oldest, most famous hub for cuisine, and it's been present long before I was born.
It's undergone significant changes.
And 300 years, yeah, it's gonna look really different, isn't it? Just think about how different, like, our time is from 300 years ago. It would be, like, you know, taking someone from, gosh, like the 1700s to now, they'd have whiplash, wouldn't they? Seeing iPads and cars and things like that. You've been here before?
Yes. Back then, there was only an inn for travelers.
Wow. Okay. Xavier points to a towering restaurant in the distance.
Let's go with that.
Above it hangs a huge sign which reads Flavorful Satisfaction. It's the restaurant's name. Only then do I remember that this is the all-you-can-eat barbecue. It sparked this area's food craze. I recall the famous tagline was something along the lines of, "We've been serving deliciousness for 300 years. It's so good that even the prince approves." Xavier, do their words ring true? As expected, all their slogans are fake.
They didn't lie about one thing. Their barbecue is excellent.
I mean, hey, if they've been around
However,
for 300 years.
They weren't exactly happy to see me at the time.
Oh. Why?
The restaurant's owner found out who I was and begged me not to return. They said I ate too much. Making a profit was impossible for them.
Okay. Not what I expected. Impossible. Xavier doesn't look like someone with a huge appetite. I don't believe you. Show me.
All right. I'll prove it to you.
Oh no, we're gonna get kicked out again. Xavier opens up his palm to reveal a small golden bead.
I brought enough to cover the cost of our meal.
That's, I take a step and gently close his hand. Oh no. Everyone has gold now, so she's just like, it's okay, I'll pay. 100 years ago, scholars discovered a planet on the edge of the Allure galaxy with gold mines, and their supply is inexhaustible. Xavier in a different era. Gold isn't worth much anymore. Bless him. He quietly slips the bead back into his pocket. Oh. In the end, we entered the restaurant that served a barbecue. Xavier ate with elegance for 2 hours without pause, with a knife and fork. He was slow yet steady. When time was up, he set down his utensils and walked out, and the owner looked relieved. That's why they have the timer now. When I visited a later date, I discovered that they shortened the dining limit to 1 hour and 30 minutes. It happened again. A month later, Xavier discovered something suspicious hidden among the endless deployment records. On the day of his ambush, several military starships had conveniently lost their warp logs due to radiation interference. Meanwhile, I combed through the medical records of past monarchs and found a discrepancy. In my royal bedchamber, I summoned Xavier and asked for a tray with intricate desserts. Are you frustrated that we still haven't found definitive evidence pointing to the culprit?
Not necessarily. At the very least, the truth isn't impossible
It
to
does
find.
look cozy, doesn't it?
You can voice your thoughts if you'd like.
It's interesting that they have such a old style room in such a futuristic place. Which makes me think, you know, maybe she appreciates the classics.
To have a troubled expression on your face. Do you think I'm unaware that something's bothering you?
While you were reviewing the deployment logs, excuse me, I checked your father's medical records. Cyril regularly sent him tinctures during the time of his health declined. The Grand Elder claimed they would improve his well-being. That man was poisoned.
You suspect Sio murdered my father.
Mm-hmm. I nod. So they got rid of him, they got rid of the prince, and then they took out the king.
I knew about those endless power struggles long ago. I had many reasons to find the interstellar gate. One of them was to avoid witnessing them tear each other apart. I never thought the first victims would be my comrades.
The air is heavy with silence. Nothing moves in the bedchamber. Only the maid knocking on the door breaks the quietly brewing storm. Eat. I push the tray towards him and dismiss the maid with a wave of my hand.
Did you have these made just for me?
This is a simple act of hospitality. I turn my head away. I'm the Empress, there's no need to coddle anyone. But if I admit this care is only for him, then the Secretary's words about my favourite might actually be realised.
Is that so?
I pick up the sourest candy on the plate and pop it into his mouth. Aww. He swallows it without harbouring any suspicions. The sugar coating wipes away his cold expression at last. Troll MC. Bite it. The sour shell cracks to release sweet jam. Coats his tongue with relief. Sweetness comes after bitterness.
It wasn't bitter, though. It was sour.
I feel slightly annoyed. I try to comfort someone for the first time, and he doesn't even flinch.
Are those words truly from your heart? Or is this one method the Empress uses to obtain loyalty?
For sour candy. Why would I use food to gain people's favour? I believe the road ahead doesn't have to be walked alone. We could be partners. After all, only you and I know how cold the throne is. I don't know if that would have been better or worse, to be fair, Angelic. Xavier falls silent, and then he picks up a pastry from the plate and holds it to my lips.
In that case, we'll walk the road ahead together.
So in Xavier's card, it's it's much more softer start. With Silas Raphael's, there was a lot of they started off as enemies, lots of tension at the beginning. But with Xavier, while she's a little concerned he could be a potential risk to her reign, they've mostly started off on a good foot, I think. So what's your next move?
Strike first to make Sio expose himself.
With his diluted bloodline and lack of succession rights, Sio obsessively clings to his reputation. Basically, we have an enemy bigger than each other, so there's no point in us fighting yet. We'll give him a taste of his own medicine and ensure his schemes are recorded in history forever. That's Xavier's goal. After our discussion, we reached an agreement. On Sio's birthday, we would deliver a gift he'd never forget. One month later.
To our most esteemed Grand Elder Sio. Without him, the Empire could never have preserved its former glory.
May your life be like the finest wine as it grows richer with every passing year.
What was that voice? That guest is already sloshed.
Your blessings today will forever remain in my heart.
Why do they all sound like plants that we put there, but we picked really bad actors for it? And they were told to be inconspicuous, but they just can't. At the banquet, Sio glows with pride. His hair is snow white, yet his voice carries strength. After exchanging pleasantries, he takes his seat. He directs a mirthful gaze towards me.
I heard your majesty has met with scholars to review research pertaining to the interstellar gate.
Ooh.
The Empire's finances are already strained. We shouldn't waste resources on such matters.
I bet he's already used it and went back in time to mess things up with Xavier. That's my best guess. Does the Grand Elder oppose it so strongly because of Xavier? It makes sense, considering he's the crown prince who vanished while exploring the interstellar gate. Sio freezes, and then a wave of grief spreads across his face.
Precisely. He was so gifted and principled. If only he were still with us.
Surprise!
Alas.
I suppose I chose this perfect gift for your birthday, then. I tap my goblet and the banquet hall slowly falls silent. Grand Elder, look. Who is that? The doors open. Almost all the lights dim as spotlights from the ceiling converge on the red carpet. Oh, I like this MC. She's very devious. Under the dazzling glow, Xavier slowly steps forward. His gaze is cold and clear, and the sword at his waist glints coldly. Everyone freezes and holds their breath. The only sounds present are the ticking clock and his sharp footsteps, each one like a bullet being loaded. Xavier stops before the Grand Elder.
It's been a long time, Uncle.
Sio's eyes widen. He remains where he is.
It seems my uncle has forgotten my face.
Xavier isn't dead. He was pulled into the interstellar gate. When we found him, he'd been in a sleeping pod for 300 years. How is the uncle still alive? That's what I want to know. The room is chillingly silent. My passionate announcement doesn't receive a response.
I guess I've arrived at an inopportune time.
Not at all. How could you say that? I'm simply overwhelmed. This is the greatest surprise. Why, it's the best gift in the world.
With everyone's attention on him, Sio steps forward with glistening eyes and embraces Xavier. But the muscles in his cheeks never relax. I can't help but wonder how hard he's clenching his teeth. The guest's confusion turns into exhilaration. The applause crashes like unending waves against the shore. He's holding something in. The first step of our plan is complete. As for the second... Every year, Sire's birthday banquet includes several members of the press. Seeing the spectacle, they eagerly navigate through the guests to urge Xavier to tell his story of returning from the Interstellar Gate.
I led an expedition team to seek the legendary Interstellar Gate 300 years ago. After departing, we stopped to resupply on a planet that's a loyal subject to the Empire.
Hey, Jam. How you doing?
There we were ambushed. Dozens of starships descended on us in a coordinated strike. In the end, every member of my expedition perished. The cosmos swallowed their bodies. By sheer luck, the gate opened before me. I was pulled inside and survived.
The lone survivor. I'm doing alright, thank you. Not too bad. Xavier looks at Sio.
Those who ambushed us flew Imperial starships, and their weapons belonged to the Empire's military.
Dun dun dun.
Tell me, Uncle, who sent them?
Who could it have been? The Grand Elder's momentarily speechless. The reporters notice the tension between them and whisper amongst themselves. Everyone, it's getting late. Let's bring this banquet to a close. I end the event at the perfect moment to let doubts and suspicion simmer in the hearts of the guests. It was a good plan. After the banquet, Xavier and I returned to the palace. I already sent people to spread rumors. In 2 days, conspiracy theories will roam the street. I look out the window. At the palace gates, guards are escorting several reporters. Do you think he left behind any evidence?
As far as he's concerned, my death was guaranteed. Why risk drawing attention by wiping the records? Doing nothing would be safer.
Ooh. His calm expression remains as if he's speaking about someone else. I've been wanting to ask, how did you survive the ambush? And how did you enter the Interstellar Gate?
At the last moment, someone helped me. They led me away from certain death and gave me a chance to live.
Oh, someone saved him. Who was it?
I'm still looking. I never saw their face, so their assistance was done with silent signals.
If it was us.
If I see the same handwriting again, I might recognize it.
Handwriting? I suddenly recall Xavier flipping through the old handwritten files back in the archives. Maybe he's looking in the wrong place. He must have been searching for a trace of the person who saved him. Well, aren't you loyal?
Without that person,
I think it was us.
I wouldn't be here.
Because he's looking at the old archives, not the new ones, because he hasn't considered someone went back to save him. He hasn't considered that yet. A weight as heavy as stone settles in my heart. Have you found them yet? Oh, and she's low-key like, oh, and you'll like this person more than me, won't you? There's a little part of her in there that's like, oh. I hope you don't find them.
Almost.
Don't forget, I was the one who pulled you out of deep space. Half the credit's mine. He reaches out, slender fingers brush against my cheek and slide behind my ear.
Of course. I couldn't have survived without you.
So in this one, I feel like she's a bit more jealous than he is in this card. A cool touch graces my neck as a necklace settles against my collarbone. Its gleaming gemstone is reminiscent of a fallen star. Xavier gently sweeps my hair aside, his knuckles grazing my nape, and he fastens the clasp.
It suits you better than I had imagined.
Aww. I glance at the long sword at his hip. The jewel on the hilt is gone.
I had a necklace made, and this Celeste tiding was set into it.
Okay, that's cute. The gemstone represents your status as a prince, yet you're giving it to me.
I'm no longer a prince. Now it's only a keepsake that's accompanied me for years. The necklace has nothing to do with our agreement. It's simply a gift from my partner.
Partners in this universe as well. Moonlight spills across his face, and for a moment his eyes shine as brightly as the Celeste tiding. I touch the jewel that rests against my chest. It's still warm from his touch, and my heart races. Oh, she's gone. She's gone already, chap. It's beautiful. I accept your gift. I lower my head to look at the necklace. It's cool to the touch, smooth, and has a unique design. Wait, where did you get the money to hire a designer?
300 years ago, I funded several institutes as they researched the interstellar gate. Now that I've been revived, they honored the contracts and paid me back.
Nice.
I was one of the founders.
I won't say you're unable to adapt to modern society again. I think so. This card's going to be a lot cuter. I think less angst. The ambush involving Xavier and his expedition sparked rumors. There were whispers of betrayal and lies. In time, suspicion turned to Sayo. He could no longer sit still. One day our informants reported that he set off with his confidants. They were heading to the site where Xavier was ambushed. He's not very good at not making himself suspicious there, is he? In our spacecraft, Xavier and I followed them. We watched the Grand Elder's spaceship veer towards an abandoned military base. The control room has a recorder that captures voices in various military operations. Even though it's been shut down, the data can still be recovered. That must be his target. Xavier nods and places a small communication device into my ear.
Contact me if anything happens, and be careful.
He slips out of the vessel. Using the base's shadow for cover, he intercepts Sayo at the front gate.
Good morning, Uncle.
Xavier, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm here for the same reason you are.
During their exchange, I pilot the spacecraft to circle Sayo and land in front of the control room. The dome is draped with web-like cables, and the screens that once glowed are now sit as blank black glass. A thick layer of dust coats the main console, but the recorder remains intact. I restore the emergency power supply and attempt to log in, but the system denies my access. The base was decommissioned too early. My credentials were never entered. I'll have to remove the recorder and decode it later. On the recorder's cold casing, I notice a hidden groove. It matches my necklace, Celeste hiding. This. In my ear, the confrontation between Xavier and Sayo comes through over the communication device. Yeah, it's very much looking like it was her, isn't it?
Out of all the places you could visit, you chose this one, Uncle? Aren't you worried about getting your hands dirty?
There's only dust. It shouldn't be difficult to sweep away.
A mocking laugh resounds. Xavier's voice melts into the night, cold, sharp. It's akin to the shining light on the edge of a sword.
When I was a child, you brought me to this planet. Back then it was a royal hunting ground. Manticores were present as far as the eye could see.
My dear nephew, are you still bitter about how I accidentally left you here? I remember those monsters almost tore you apart.
So he tried to kill him twice on the same planet and failed 2 times.
I'm sorry. I was the one at fault back then. I didn't properly take care of you.
Your apology is late.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Are you trying to sweep away dust? Or me?
It's a shame you were fortunate. You survived.
Oh, his true colors are coming through now.
Maybe I've been luckier than you ever since I was born.
Xavier!
Bloodline has always been a thorn in Sayo's side. He spent half his life pulling it out, only for Xavier to drive it deep into his bones again. I wish I could see the Grand Elder's expression. It must be priceless. Xavier, you're wicked.
Indeed.
Troll him more. I have the recorder, so I'll be leaving first. Keep him busy.
You're in a different era, Xavier. You have nothing. For 3 centuries, I've eliminated your supporters. They went to their graves and never knew why.
Oh, wow, he's just saying it all out loud now. I detach the recorder and return to the spacecraft. Taking off, I look back at Xavier. From here, I can't read his expression.
You have 1 foot in the grave, yet no crown sits on your head. You're the one who has nothing.
The sky grows dark, clouds hang low, and the broken walls and bare rebar groan in the wind. As if echoing an omen, my spacecraft alarm blares. Several unidentified starships are closing. Oh, so now he's thinking he can take out the Empress and him. Something's not right. His reinforcements are here. We need to move.
Take the recorder and head back first.
I grit my teeth, leaving a partner behind to be the target of firepower. That's not how I operate. I pilot my spacecraft directly into their line of sight. As expected, they turn and unleash a storm of fire in front of me. I can't use the original route. I need to find another path. Amid the violent turbulence, I remember a place where Xavier found the interstellar gate. It's inside the restricted zone. I can only hope the gate that once saved him will shield me. Oh, this actually ends up going back.
Why would you expose yourself like this?
Who would abandon their partner? The comms signal weakens. At last I dive into the restricted zone and it cuts out. An unstoppable pull seizes my vessel. That breathtaking sight returns before my eyes. Gold and black entwine like dancers at a grand ball as their skirts flare. Cloud colors spin towards the vortex center. The spacecraft's power supply dies and I'm dragged helplessly into the vortex. Wish me luck, Xavier. Violent tremors tear my mind apart. I can't withstand the impact. And lose consciousness. When I open my eyes, a familiar sight, starlight is gone. A formless void surrounds me. Am I inside the gate? The sight before me defies human understanding and breaks the laws of physics. Glowing strands made of gravitational forces weave together, forming countless shifting quadrilaterals. They're entangling in endless fields. This is kind of like, so it's a bit of a spin on that golden thread we see. We've seen it a little bit in the main story, haven't we, for her? When she's kind of having those visions, she sort of sees herself as this golden thread that's traveling through space. Time and space twist like mirrored fragments in a kaleidoscope. They bend, fold, swirl, and swell. The field looks like stacked screens, and inside each one is a flickering fragment of someone's life. Space-time isn't bound by any laws here. Past, present, and future have merged into one. The Imperial scholars were correct. Weightless, I drift aimlessly. I don't have any sense of direction, but then a single speck of starlight pierces the dim void. Is that the Celeste tiding from Xavier's sword? When I look down, the gemstone is still hanging from my necklace. Maybe it's because he gave her the necklace that she's able to, lock in on that time? I glide towards the shifting field, only to be stopped by the crisscrossing strands of gravity. In the distance stands a desolate forest. A boy grips a long sword.
Who sent you?
Once I cut off your head and deliver it to my client, you'll know.
A tongue that can't even flap properly doesn't deserve to stay in your mouth.
In the gloomy forest, only towering trees and I bear witness to the brutal clash. He wipes away the mixture of sweat and blood from his face. It takes 3 attempts before his trembling hands pull out his sword from the assassin's corpse. The boy scrubs the blade against thick brushes to clean it. Suddenly, the Celeste tiding trembles. The sword shudders in his hand.
Who's there?
So, again, we got another, main story parallel here where when he saved MC when she was younger from the Wanderers of Lumiere, but in this universe, she saves him from from whatever's gonna happen to him here. turns his head towards me, and I recognize that clear, piercing gaze. It's
figment
Xavier.
of my imagination.
Oh. The sword stops moving. We aren't in the same time nor dimension. Meeting each other is impossible. The boy drags his small, weary body away. He's no different from a lone leaf carried farther away by the wind. A faint glow pulls my attention downward. My celeste tiding is flickering. Are you trying to tell me something? As if it understands me, the gemstone pulls me toward another field. Ah, now we're on the ship. I follow the celeste tiding and travel through the scattered moments of Xavier's life. His past and present, and perhaps even his future, vast as the stars themselves, is scattered across the galaxy. Blinding fire rushes in and I spot a distinct field. Explosions shake the entire space station. The heavy barrage tears into it like a beast that only leaves steel bones. This was 300 years ago, the day Xavier's expedition was attacked. From the gravitational strings, I see Xavier. Flames burn his clothes and torn fabric sticks to bleeding wounds. Metal shards cut his cheek. Xavier, stay calm. This has already happened. I'm only a bystander, or so she thinks. I think she's directly involved in saving him. He'll be alright. He said someone helped him escape so he could reach the interstellar gate. Girl, it's you! I tried to stay calm, to calm my heart while keeping Xavier in my line of sight. The last surviving expedition member is scared and crying.
Are we going to die here?
He steps over the body, shields him, and fires decisively at the assassin heading straight towards
Stay
them.
focused.
I search frantically but don't see any assistance. There isn't a silent signal. Then I notice a gun's barrel hidden in the corner. It's aimed at Xavier's heart. Oh, just keep pressing it. Behind you! I pound against the gravitational strings in an attempt to break through. Even the smallest noise might be enough to get Xavier's attention. The gravitational strings are tied to everything in the field. My strikes make them shake. He hears them. My efforts save him. The bullet that should have hit his heart only grazes his coat and buries itself in the wall. But the second bullet cuts through the smoke and pierces the last remaining expedition member.
Captain! Run!
The expedition team member falls. Aside from me, there's no one who could help him. Aside from me. In the firelight, Xavier fires his last round. Tossing the gun, he pulls out the only weapon he has left. His sword. The necklace tugs me. The celeste tidings light grows brighter and Xavier's sword trembles with it.
It's you. Again?
I wonder if he knew. And that's why he gave her the necklace. His gaze sweeps through the space station. Then, seemingly pulled by the gemstone, he finds my location in the field.
Over 10 years ago, when I was in the forest, you were watching me. And now you've seen me at my worst again.
Oh, this is such a fun throwback to the main story, though, and a nice little twist on that. I finally realize where fate has been leading me. I'm an observer and a participant standing at the edge while also being at the center. Fate is like a Mobius strip, a Klein bottle. There is no beginning, ending, inside or outside. The present me and him in the past were bound by one celeste tiding that spans space and time.
At the last moment, someone helped me. They led me away from certain death and gave me a chance to live.
No, not that. No.
I never saw their face, so their assistance was done with silent signals. Without that person, I wouldn't be here.
It's you, girl. Have you found them yet?
Almost.
Don't forget I was the one who pulled you out of deep space.
Of course. I couldn't have survived without you.
You must have known. The words Xavier once said are like a key, and now they slid into the lock called the truth. He realized that I saved him, but it wasn't the me from his own time. I need to help Xavier leave this place. I drift outside the field and explore the space station structure. Then I find the route where the ambush hasn't been set up. You don't know what to make of the sash? Is it like a you don't like capes kind of thing, or... I tug on the gravitational strings which move the tip of his sword. I guide Xavier towards a safe path. Artillery slams into the ship, akin to crimson scars, cracks spread across its hull. With my guidance, he reaches the isolation chamber. The starship's only sleeping pod is here. Once the interstellar gate opens, he launches the pod. He has to launch the pod and send it inside. You don't like the geometry of it? I think it's alright.
I still don't know who you are. Are you a human?
Grip the gemstone and tug on the gravitational strings to say yes.
So all you can control is this gemstone?
Xavier pauses and then he approaches a sand table and holds his sword above it.
Write out your message for me.
Pulling the gravitational strings does leave marks on the sand table, but they don't bend in the way I want them to. In the end, I only managed to scroll out 2 crooked words. Gate, hurry.
Your handwriting. It can be a new form of art.
This is not the time for criticism. He has the time to mock me. I protest by writing a giant X. He looks at it and laughs. It's genuine. I'm reminded of the dawn on a wintry day. My tension and fear quietly fade. Yeah, it's supposed to. It kind of wraps around, yeah. It's like a royal sash. The isolation chamber stutters and the interstellar gate's vortex appears. I shake the sword to signal that Xavier must leave.
We will meet again.
He was right, they did.
I'll find you. It doesn't matter how long it takes.
Every timeline. The sleeping pod door closes and seals itself. When the countdown ends, it's launched towards the interstellar gate. The destroyed starship has used the last of its energy and it floats into the darkness of deep space. I turn back and see a blinding flash at the interstellar gate's center. Fields begin to shake and the gravitational strings flicker in and out. Fragmented time shines bright and dim. Is the gate collapsing? What's happening? The necklace on my chest trembles violently. It pulls on my neck. Is it because of the Celeste hiding? Maybe even the interstellar gate, free from human logic, won't allow the same object to exist in the past and the present. The collapsing force pushes me. It's as if countless invisible hands are trying to drive me out. Xavier, we'll see each other in 300 years. It'll just be like a short nap for him at least, because he's in that pod. As bright daylight swallows my vision, when I open my eyes again, the interstellar gate has cast me back into space. Similar to how I was prior to entering my spacecraft, my hands grip the controls. I'm far away from the restricted zone, and the enemies who chase me have disappeared without a trace. It is intended, yes. What year is it now? What if I'm like Xavier? What if I was thrown into an era that isn't mine? I stop wasting time and race to the Empire's border. We have no idea where we are. The border's starport looks the same. I let out a sigh of relief. But for some reason it's strangely empty. Cloud World Starport is the Empire's largest starport on the border, yet there isn't a single merchant spaceship or caravan in sight. Did something happen? I land and leave my spacecraft. I've only taken a step when the guards surround me. Wearing a look of concern, Sio emerges from the crowd.
Your Majesty, your absence during these past few days was worrying.
I only went out for a short trip. You don't need to make a fuss, Grand Elder. Sio shakes his head. Exasperated, he looks at me as if I were a spoiled heiress.
Your Imperial Guard captain gave us a confession. Before your disappearance, the last person to see you was Xavier.
We left him alone too long.
He stayed in the palace, seduced you, and manipulated you. He wanted to drive a wedge between you and the Assembly of Elders.
Where's Xavier?
Xavier is wanted for putting the Empress in danger. His
The
whereabouts
audacity.
are unknown.
Using his words, I slowly pieced together what I missed. Xavier and Sio had already clashed at the military base. Any pretense of peace vanished. After I entered the Instellar Gate, the Empire had no leader, so Sio declared himself regent just as he did 300 years ago. Grand Elder, you and I should talk. I'd like your opinion on something you might be interested in. I still have the recorder I got from the military base. He won't refuse. The data inside could turn the tide of this power struggle. That's why he rushed to intercept me. I probably knows. Yeah. Inside the mothership.
Let's speak plainly. Considering the current situation, do you still plan to side with Xavier, Your Majesty?
If you hadn't always put me in impossible positions, I wouldn't need to ally myself with Xavier.
To always oppose your policies. It was a short-sighted move on my part. If Your Majesty helps me get rid of Xavier,
I don't believe
I will
you.
give you my unconditional support.
Looks like I have a choice, but in reality I don't. For now I have to play along. It's settled then. I don't want to see an heir with the old dynasty's bloodline either.
In that case, will you entrust the recorder to me?
As expected, that's his real objective. I remain calm and smile. Of course, but the best move is to remove the threat directly. It's better to take a risky gamble than sit and wait. I must meet Xavier. The method I use is of little importance. He looks at me, his expression unreadable. His eyes, however, reveal his suspicions. I have the recorder. It's only a matter of time before he appears before me. I take off the necklace I'm wearing. This gemstone is a device we use to communicate. Have it appear at an auction. Xavier will show himself when he sees it. The rest is up to you. He silently stares at me. I meet his probing gaze without fear. He grins and holds out his hand.
Your Majesty, I hope we have a good partnership.
Yes, let us get what we want with it. I don't take his wrinkled hand. Instead, I shove the recorder cavettes into it. Cloudwell Starport. Theo announced the auction as per my suggestion. Today, people will bid on the Celeste hiding. I touch my necklace and remember Xavier's words. I'll find you. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I hope Xavier understands what I'm doing.
Your Majesty, the Grand Elder has a message. He would like it if you stayed put. He has ordered men to attend the auction, and they shall capture Xavier.
Understood. You're dismissed. Afraid I'll ruin his plans. He's restricted my movements. I pace back and forth in the corridor to shake off the unease in my heart. It's gonna be a battle.
The Celeste hiding is missing! Level 1 alert! Watch out for intruders!
Must be Xavier. Where is he? Sneaking.
You gave away the Celeste tiding I gave you just like that.
That's what he's mad about? Obtaining what you desire requires you to give up something precious. She's been very open about it now.
They'll be here soon. What's the plan?
Girl! Stay away from me. The guards are outside. What are you trying to do?
Stop struggling.
Notice how we've got the red lightsaber. We're the bad guys.
You can't escape.
He's got the Jedi one. Tend to attack. have an idea for a play. The missing crown prince kidnaps the current empress in front of everyone. What do you think? Does she just want to be kidnapped by him? Is that what this is? Move.
Do that and the Empire's mine. How are you so sure that I won't hurt you?
She's enjoying this way too much. Secret allies, partners in revenge, and... Oh.
Are you insane?
I think she might be a little bit, yeah. Bite? She's off the rails. Oh, that explains the bite mark he had. I was wondering about that. Girl, honestly. I knew you couldn't handle it.
You lured me here, and I won't let you walk away.
Is it necessary? The biting?
The Queen is over there! Quickly, hurry! On it!
From now on, Your Majesty, you're all mine.
Very smooth. Again, the guards, not very useful. They just stood there going, oh no, she's being kidnapped. What do we do, Bob? I don't know. What do we do, Jeff? I don't know. I guess we just stand here. In every card, she really needs better security. A starship carries Xavier and me away from the Cloudwell starport. How did you get your hands on a starship?
The founder of Operation Interstellar Gate has the authority to request starships.
Seeing Xavier's calm expression, I can't resist teasing him. The same thing we do every time. Oh, the music's great for this AU. Yeah, the main theme tune as well is really fantastic. How you doing, Bob? I hope you're good. I feel like I accidentally summoned you there, calling my fake security guard, Bob. You kidnapped me without a second thought, but what you want the most? The recorder from the military base is still in Sayo's hands.
Didn't you already pull out the data chip from it?
I bet we did.
Back at the military base, I heard you unlock the hidden slot through the comms.
I'll have to remove the recorder and decode it later. On the recording's cold casing, I notice a hidden groove. It matches my necklace's Celeste hiding. This. I examine the necklace closely and find a tiny clasp where the gemstone links to the necklace. I detach the stone and insert it into a recorder. The hexagonal shell unfolds to reveal the data chip inside. Nice. You actually knew. Disappointed, I pull out the data chip and pout. Xavier sets the starship to autopilot and moves closer to me.
You've already entered the gate.
I lower my head as he fastens a necklace around my neck. It carries our promise.
Then you're aware. No matter how long it takes, I will find you.
Of course, otherwise I would have never risked using this necklace as bait. I look into his eyes. Maybe tonight's the first time we truly met. All these memories, a past we only remember. This promise spanned 300 years.
I can't.
And on this night it's been fulfilled.
Up to my word.
My beating heart is akin to the ripples on the water's surface stirred by the wind. They're restless and impossible to soothe. This isn't the first time I've seen his face from a distance that's almost negligible. Yet right now it feels different. Perhaps these feelings had already sprouted. But before I entered the Interstellar Gate, I refused to face them. She definitely, like, even when she had to resuscitate him, she was like, okay, but this 300-year-old prince is mighty fine, you know? There were a lot of hints that she was still thinking that. When I saw Xavier 300 years ago covered in wounds, I had never had the time to hear my own
You
heartbeat.
said what I wanted the most was the evidence of Sio's crimes.
He wanted to
That's not
find
true.
the woman who saved him.
What I want the most is a person.
His hands trail down my neck and rest at my waist. Meeting his burning gaze, I raise my hand, press it against his neck, and kiss him. You're bold.
I hope you can forgive me, Your Majesty.
His warm lips find mine. Oh, okay. He slipped a tongue in there, chat. I was like, oh, maybe this one's gonna be slightly tamer because of, they didn't have like a friends to enemies thing going on. Nope. Straight to the tonguing. His breaths are akin to fire. They burn away my reason. Is this how you ask me to forgive you? He firmly grips the small of my back.
May I be bolder, Your Majesty?
I said you couldn't. Would you listen?
Not necessarily.
My back hits the control console, but Xavier's warm hand shield me from it. We move as though we're where the interstellar gates opposing currents. Entwined in the emptiness of deep space, we rush and converge towards a singular point. The blinding light is gone. I can only hear his breaths, emotions, and desires. Okay, but it's written quite romantically. Despite them being quite ravenous. You're playing with your kitten and heard breathing. You're still traumatized from his... I have not heard... So, I haven't heard the new 4-star card yet for anyone except Silas because I had to R3 his for battle, so I had to pick one in the last crate, which I'm very grumpy about. And I think it was between Raph and Caleb, so I just kind of went like this and picked a random one, and it was Caleb's. So I might have to listen to the others online. Yeah. But I heard they're pretty spicy, right? I saw a list and someone said Xavier's was the spiciest. Someone's list went Xavier, Zane, Silas, Caleb, and then Raphael's apparently not as spicy. But I heard Caleb's is pretty wild. The world is seemingly reduced to only us. We merge in the silence of deep space. So yeah, I think even Raphael's was written quite poetically as well. I think out of the cards we've seen. Silas's was a little cheeky, but all still written quite poetically. Caleb and MC's though, it was just freaky. They were just got their freak on. Even in linguistically, it was pretty freaky. Did not leave much to the imagination at all. Royal Theatre, several days later. When Xavier took me from Cloudwhirl Starport, he left Sire a ticket to the Lingering Sword. The Prince's revenge is a story on stage and a conflict in reality. Even the longest hatred must end. Likewise, every play must have a curtain call. The final act has arrived. In the dim theatre, I sit in the corner of the front row. Moments before the curtain rises, Cio revives. His expression has darkened as he stops beside me.
Watch enough plays, and your Majesty starts acting
in
as
the
well.
play. Yes. It's diabolical. I love that plan. Watching and performing never had a clear distinction. It's a classic tale, a prince who's been betrayed, a revenge that's long overdue, and an inevitable sacrifice. Everyone can see a reflection of themselves in this tale. Do you agree or disagree?
I don't share your Majesty's taste for leisure, but since you insist, I shall sit with you.
Mm-hmm. He brushes away the imaginary dust from his robe, lets out a cold snort, and sits next to me. This performance is a play within a play. Do you see the king on stage? His schemes will be exposed to everyone through the play.
It's a vulgar tale.
Despite saying it, I notice his clenched fists and pale knuckles. The spotlight focuses on a young man slowly guiding a middle-aged man onto stage. The middle-aged man's face is pale, his steps unsteady, as if each one is draining the last of his strength. The younger man's face is heavy with worry, while whispering comfort, his gaze shows a deep sorrow.
Xavier hast been missing for a year now. My dear brother, thou mustn't keep wasting away. I brought a sedative. Take it first, then rest.
Is there a mistake in the script?
Ooh. Well, I think he doesn't want any suspicion falling upon him, you know? He's still second in command, you know? He's got to play it he's got to be careful. But I think he's got an inkling as to what she might be doing. Hey, Wriggle, how are you? Not too bad. We didn't get what we wanted, but we got, like, 2 things we were missing, so...
I'm not sure. Let's keep watching.
The scene changes and the apothecary hands a glass vial to the king's brother.
Your Highness, the dosage must be precise. If the poisoning is too obvious, we won't see another day. Perfect measurements shall make others believe he died from the grief of losing his son.
The uncle killing the king. The scene changes again. The middle-aged man's breath grows weaker. With a barely audible sigh, he closes his eyes. Next to him, his brother smiles.
Starting today, the Cosmic Empire is mine to command.
Wait, isn't this?
About the Grand Elder!
It is indeedy.
Who changed the play's script?
The theatre falls silent. The actor playing the new king is confused and meets Sayo's gaze. Everyone in the audience holds their breath. It's a predictable twist.
What are you trying to do?
Allow me to remind you of your deeds.
It's Xavier. A tall, upright figure walks onto the stage, reaching the front part of the platform. He stands. Xavier looks down from above, his voice cold and emotionless.
In the original play, the prince suspects his uncle is the murderer, yet he hesitates and never strikes. However, I prefer a direct approach for revenge. So I rewrote the script.
Very Shakespearean, this one, isn't it?
You don't like it?
Guards! Where are the guards? Seize this liar at once!
Since I haven't given out any orders, no one moves. Xavier, or rather the prince in the play, takes 2 steps forward. He faces the actor who's playing the prince's uncle, but his gaze moves past him to land on Sayo.
The Empire's true sinner is you, uncle. Have you ever thought about repenting? When you wake from your dreams in the middle of the night, are you afraid?
The actor on stage says nothing. Instead, Sayo's voice plays slowly through the theatre's speakers. These are exact words from 300 years ago. We pulled them from the recorder.
After it's done, money, honor, power. I can give you everything you desire. I don't want to see Xavier or a single member of his expedition make it back alive. It's better if their bodies don't return. Then there will be no proof.
A spotlight sweeps across the stage and lands on Sayo. He sits in the audience. He's forced to squint.
300 years ago, you conspired with generals to assassinate the heir apparent. Then you contacted an apothecary to poison the monarch. And today, 300 years later, you abducted the Empress to hide your crimes and seize power. Your crimes can never be forgiven.
Yeah, get him, Xavier. Xavier looks at me and waits for my judgment. Sayo, as your Empress, I declare you shall pay for your sins with your life. Xavier draws the sword from his waist, its icy gleam sharp, enough to slice through the night. The blade pierces Sayo's withered frame. A mix of terror and pain and relief crosses Sayo's wrinkled... Okay, right, it's happening right here, right in the theater. Until it breaks into a broken wail. From this moment, evil is buried in the night along with this unfinished play. Wow, it's just the punishment just happens on the day, on the spot. News of Sayo's execution sweeps across the Empire like a storm. The details of that night, along with the altered play, are spun into countless stories by people's imaginations. The streets and alleys know of them. Some praise me for ending his plot with a merciless decisiveness. Others praise Xavier for enduring endless trials and bearing every humiliation to honor his fallen comrades with his enemy's blood. In addition to the gossip and tales, the empty seat in the Assembly's elders now creates new ambitions. So long as that blood-stained bone remains upon the high dais, countless people will claw their way towards it. Their hunger is insatiable. The struggle for power will never have a simple ending. Oh, we're not done yet. I rest in my bed after getting a good night's sleep. I've decided not to worry about the future. Sunlight filters through the heavy curtains and spills across Xavier's face. He's still asleep. I roll over and make the mattress bounce. He doesn't stir. I lean in and blow air at the hair on his forehead. His eyelashes slightly tremble, but his eyes stay closed. His body doesn't move. Is he dead? I reach out and touch his eyelashes. He stretches out his arm, pulls me back down, and holds me in his embrace.
It's so bright.
I was trying to block the light for you, but you don't appreciate my efforts.
Just close your eyes.
Xavier kisses me to stop me from talking, and the bedchamber falls silent again. His lips' softness and warmth are like medicine for my heart. It pinches my cheek before letting me go. Well, they got quite a happy ending in this one, then. Not much conflict, just kind of being together. Can't, I'm hungry. What are your plans next? He sits up and faces the sunlight. Drowsiness fades from his face.
I plan to leave in a few days. I'll work with the Imperial scholars and install a trail of eternal lights across the space stations.
Oh.
They'll be similar to a chain of stars. Those lights will serve as a guide from the interstellar gate to the Cloud World starport.
You're doing all this for your expedition? Ah, it's like a remembrance. Buried in starship, lost in deep space, their remains will never return home. I hope these lights will guide their souls to where they belong. Come back soon. And before you go, have your identity verified with the secretary. You won't need guards to announce your arrival when you enter the palace, then. He raises an eyebrow.
Your Majesty is making an exception for me? Aren't you afraid of the gossip?
Hello, Killy. He's now the favorite. You're my favorite, of course I'll make an exception. So the maid was right all along. That was sweet, that. So we've had 2 friends to enemies, 1 freaky card. I'm looking at you, Caleb. And a really sweet one with Xavier. This makes me wonder if Zane's was kind of sweet too. Okay, we have to see the bad ending now though, chat. What happens if we put him back in the pod and send him off into space? I'm assuming Sayo's going to become a very big problem for her. So we'll skip to the choice point, which was when the pod comes through. And see what happens if she never wakes him up.
Your Majesty, look.
It was a little far in, yeah. Hello, Killy. Oh, here he comes. It was really bittersweet, which is like him. I've heard it's really good, so I'm sad that I couldn't get it. I did put him on my, like, cards I wanted list, but we got this one instead. Which is fine. Just, I have atrocious luck with Zane in the multis. I don't know why. I've got 2 sweet cards, 2 friends to enemies, and 1 freaky. Oh, wait. Why did we... Wait. Oh, I might have... Hang on, sorry. While I was yapping, I may have accidentally made a choice there. Hang on. It should be here. Yeah. We want to not open it this time to see the bad ending.
Went in...
Might be clicking too fast. I know, I see ya.
It's a... If we can... We... Your Majesty, look!
Okay. Getting close to that point, I think. Oh, maybe it was after she sees his face. Where's she at? Okay, my bad. For some reason, I thought it was before we saw him. Okay, so this time, because we have to see the bad ending, we have to close the pod and send it back. I'm sorry, Xavier. The unknown means danger. It'd be better if I didn't take that risk. She just sends him on his way. I close the sleeping pod and summon the Imperial Guard captain and order him to send it back into the boundless cosmos. Oh. I know! But I think it's gonna bite her in the ass later, this. Yeah, I feel like Zio might take over if she doesn't have him. Only after a significant amount of time had passed did I learn the truth. If you fear the unknown, you lose your chance to embrace hope. Trapped in an endless struggle with the assembly of elders, I discovered the only path I could walk was one lined with thorns. The constant strife left me weary in body and spirit. What ended my suffering was a familiar blade. One day, Xavier stormed into the palace alone and drove his sword through Sio's body. Wow, so he just gets the job done either way. I never learned how he survived. I only know his body was covered in scars and his eyes held nothing but cold indifference. After the assassination, the balance of power teetered on the edge of collapse. The order I had worked so hard to preserve disappeared. His return was brief, yet the reason for decades of irreconcilable division could be traced back to that day. After every exhausting council meeting, I wondered if this was the price I paid for refusing to save him. Day after day, year after year, I dragged the Empire's broken body. It didn't need to be the Interstellar Gate. I didn't need the Interstellar Gate to glimpse into the future. The ending was clear. So he still gets his revenge, but they're both worse off for it. They don't have each other. They both... She's weak and weary from all the turmoil, and he's cold and indifferent. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the negative endings have been pretty rough. Like in Caleb's one, it was she had the option to just shoot him, which was wild. In Silas's, it was breaking off the engagement, and then they just fight for however long they remain alive. I can't remember what happened in Raph's bad ending, even though that was the recent one we saw. Okay, we can check out the event chapter today too. Where are we? So we still got 2 chapters left, even though the rewards are almost done now. Let's see what's in chapter 4. While we're here. After the Imperial Defense Expedition ends, I'm busy again, so my lady-in-waiting reports on Silas's whereabouts.
Lord Silas has been either playing the musical instruments in the music hall or reading in the aerial garden these past few days.
That's pretty much all he does in the house, too. Alliances are better than going through it alone. Exactly. That is, I think that's the overarching moral of the story, isn't it?
Sometimes he goes fishing in the rear garden, and no one dares to stop him. Everyone says if we let him keep wandering around in the palace...
Go on.
At this rate, he will find the Imperial arsenal.
Surprised he hasn't. At night, the steps of the boundless stairway stretch up in towards the night sky clouds. I discover Silas is halfway up the staircase. You surely know how to enjoy life? Silas doesn't turn, he only tosses red mist about, which allows me to sit next to him.
Chaosy doesn't have buildings that almost connect to the sky.
What's it like over there?
It's a place where disaster and chaos coalesce. All those words that describe viability, they don't belong in Chaosy.
Red mist flies from his fingers and envelops the plantesimal-like floating objects beneath our feet. The area below turns red and the hue is reminiscent of dark red flames.
Your Majesty, if you were me, what would you do?
Ooh. Find another place to live or maintain the status quo. Oh. I feel like she would probably want to find another place to live, but he'd probably try to maintain the status quo, I feel. Ooh. What should we pick, chat? One or two? You're thinking two. The more Silas answer, yeah. I mean, he doesn't seem to hate Chaosy, does he? He seems to sort of appreciate it for what it is. I'll maintain the status quo. Before being certain of a foolproof change, I won't be greedy. It's the only way I can ensure that everyone has the highest chance of survival.
In other words, as long as you can guarantee it's foolproof, then what happens is acceptable.
He stands up, and beneath his feet is an endless expanse of dark red that spreads
I'll
out.
remember your answer.
Oh no, he'll
Let's
remember
go,
that.
Your Majesty. It's getting...
He pauses, his gaze falling into the distant steps where the hunched figures sit. That's the Empire's best fortune teller.
A
Oh. Are you curious?
little.
He reaches out to me and pulls me up. He doesn't let go of my hand. The stellar divination cards float in the air, and Silas and I each draw one. Then we hand them to the fortune teller.
The Night Fiend. That's yours, Your Majesty.
Take a closer look. The person beside me is more like the real Night Fiend, the kind who tempts and devours souls.
I believe this is the Empire's best fortune teller.
I glare at Silas, who's gloating, and then I look at the fortune teller.
The one beside you is the departed.
Oh no, that sounds ominous. No.
Please elaborate.
Desire is a blade. Termination is rebirth.
Oh, okay.
And emotions are the fate that continues.
That tracks.
The departed and the Night Fiend are mirrors to each other. Either they clash in a myriad of conflicts or fall together in darkness.
Oh, that's their entire arc, isn't it? The fortune teller stops there. Silas and I have no choice but to leave.
Emotions. So there are feelings between Your Majesty and me after all.
Did you think you were unworthy of me before?
Can't you tell? I thought the answer was obvious.
The steps wind ahead of us as Silas reaches out to me. When I grab his hand, I'm enveloped by an all-encompassing warmth that's slightly rough.
No one is more worthy than me.
Okay, that was sweet. The last two have been pretty sweet for them. Okay, let's see Caleb's. Let's go to our resident freaks. After losing a bet to Caleb, I am soon greeted by the day when we will have dinner together. However, I didn't expect him to dress me up as a lady-in-waiting before we left the palace. He's sneaking out. What made you decide to carry out this secret outing?
In the palace, it's nothing but official business or societal obligations. And after a while, it's easy to grow tired of it all. And Your Majesty, Don't forget I'm from the Federation. I haven't gotten the chance to explore the Empire.
Didn't he grow up there? Even though Caleb says those words, he orders a table worth of the Empire's signature dishes while we sit down at the
Try some.
restaurant. He picks up a chicken wing covered in green sauce. Its skin is crispy and the sauce is fragrant and the juices burst from the tender meat. This authentic Imperial cuisine.
I lied to you earlier. If I don't have business to attend to, I explore the Empire sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. It is a bit softer, isn't it? Yeah. There's definitely been a massive improvement, I think, between like the first year cards and the second year cards for a lot of them. I feel like they've really settled into their characters now and the different versions of those characters too.
I told the restaurant's owner I wasn't a local, so he recommended a multitude of signature dishes. I even tried the chilled bitter petal salad.
That doesn't sound nice. I'm surprised to hear this. That's their speciality, but it's too bitter. You actually ate it.
I did.
Pff. I'm certain you drank at least 3 large bottles of water.
It's a shame you weren't there. I would have asked you to partake in my suffering.
It sounds awful, that, doesn't it? He's jesting, but the truth is, ever since we were children, he's never let me truly suffer from life's bitterness. Aww. After dinner, we walk through the streets. The lights stay on as they shine over the path we take. The atmosphere is lively and carefree.
Then she drove away the vicious interstellar pirates and protected the kind Imperial citizens. Everyone lived happily ever after.
The cheering gradually fades behind us as we walk away. Suddenly the wind picks up and a piece of paper soars in the air. My paper! Oh no. An unseen force controls the fluttering document. It falls into Caleb's hands. Lucky for her, he has a gravity evil. It unfolds to reveal childish brushstrokes that outline bustling streets and everyone smiles.
Sometimes, what children see is the actual reality.
A warm feeling blooms in my heart as I look at Caleb. Countless lights illuminate in his eyes. Caleb.
Yes?
This is why I want power. Beneath the sky curtain's illusory veil, I want to protect what's real, and I need more power to help me do that. That's a bit of a dangerous path, though, that isn't it? Because power often corrupts. But I do remember the MC in Caleb's card, she was a little power hungry. Yeah, this one and Silas's, she was very like, I need the power, all the power, ultimate power. And I feel like that's not going to end well from her, like, later down the line. I direct my steadfast gaze to him. The implications are clear.
Are you saying this is the Empress? Or is...
Which one would you say yes to? Caleb doesn't provide a direct answer. Instead, he takes my hand.
And
gives me the drawing.
Return it. Make this drawing come to life just as you've always done.
I give the paper to the girl. She smiles and expresses her thanks and runs off to throw herself... What? She runs off to throw herself into her parents' arms. To be fair, all the bad guys think they're doing good. That's true. Also, we're on the side of the Empire, and we had a red lightsaber. I feel like the signs are there. I look at him, but he shakes his head.
People don't care about who wields authority. Rather, they're interested in whether or not a leader can bring... What I can promise is... whoever has dominion will get what they want. Do you still wish to thank me?
He looks at me. The amusement in his eyes is tinged with fleeting distance. subtle separation is captured by my outstretched hand. It's transformed into surprise and brightness. Oh, this is enough. Okay, 1 second, I'll be right back. One of the cats is making a lot of room in the kitchen. I just want to make sure everyone's okay. We're gonna look at Raphael's next, okay? Okay, it was just Jenny and Nuka chasing each other. They're fine. Dear. Right. Let's check out Raphael's. Okay. I know. During the Empress's coronation ceremony, celebrations within the royal palace never seem to end. Today is the day of audience. In the palace, I sit on the honorable throne and listen to the overlords below as they introduce various
To
gifts.
commemorate your majesty's assistance in driving away the interstellar monsters from our planet, we have painted a portrait of the Empress.
Oh. Looking at the portrait's enormous, imposing depiction of the Empress, I force myself to smile.
Our planet's technology is limited, so we can only compose a poem for the Empress.
The exaggerated lengthy verses are an ordeal. Many of the individuals present are already drowsy, so a bad poem. I'm also tired, but I still maintain my composure. I nod and smile when appropriate. Suddenly a small cluster of flames ignites on the table in front of me. The faint fragrance emanating from them is somewhat refreshing. I'm immediately alert. But it's familiar. I smelt it somewhere before. My gaze sweeps over everyone, and when I spot Raphael, I suddenly recall a memory. Can you hear the smooth jazz in the background too? It was when I danced with Raphael that scent came from him. As expected, I lock eyes with Raphael. He's toying with the teacup in his hands. When our gazes meet, he raises a cup in my direction. Just as I'm about to express my gratitude, another cluster of small flames appears. The time they appear as the words, "You're welcome." The long audience finally ends, and the overlords and officials slowly leave. Sipping tea, Raphael stays. When we're the only ones left, Raphael rises. You haven't left. Did the early performance lack excitement?
I believe the most exciting part hasn't started yet.
Oh, he's got something up his sleeve.
Has Your Majesty forgotten? We need to hone our dancing skills today.
Oh, that might explain the smooth jazz. A maid leads us to the spacious dance room. Raphael sets aside his outer robes, and when he turns to a painting on the wall, it depicts the ocean. Hello, welcome. I bought it many years ago at a charity auction. Are you fast. Are you interested, your quintessence?
Your Majesty's taste in decor is excellent.
It's not a mere decoration. It's my companion for practicing etiquette. My words attract Raphael's attention. Aside from being used for dance practice, this room was also where I learned etiquette as a child. I was young, and the lessons were long. Inevitably, there were moments when it was tedious and I couldn't continue. I discovered that this painting could bring me inner peace, so I brought it here.
I'm surprised it has so much power.
Isn't it remarkable? Whenever I want to give up, I look at it and calm down. I walk towards it. Now I'm one step away from the painting. It's a pity I still don't know who the artist is. I'd like to know about the location it depicts.
You can ask the people on my home planet. Someone will tell you.
You know this place?
I wouldn't say I know the place. Actually, I painted it.
Still an artist, even in this AU.
Isn't it magical?
The mischievous smile on Raphael's face vanishes instantly. Before I can react, he picks up a book nearby from the bookshelf, and we know about Raphael's
These books
paintings.
should also be your companions?
They're for practicing etiquette. You could say they're my opponents. Unsure if I want to get payback for that smile, I take the chance while his guard is down. I pull out a book and place it on his head. Raphael looks somewhat accustomed to this. With the slightest movement, the book teeters. It's about to fall. Don't move. Place one hand on his shoulder for support and use the other to steady the book. He listens to me and stays still. When I let go, the book slightly tilts. An object slides out. I move to catch it, but Raphael has already extended his hand.
A paper crown?
I made it for myself when I was a child.
Your Majesty had grand ambitions even as a child.
Is it strange? I had to give myself some motivation, though. Flames ignite at his fingertips. Before I can stop him, he burns away the crown's outer edges. Upon closer inspection, I notice the crown's new shape. The flames have transformed it into a real crown. Raphael places it in my hands.
I believe this is more suitable to what an empress should have. However, a real crown isn't this light.
I cradle the crown and steadily place it on the top of my head. So, watch me. Its weight doesn't matter. I won't let it fall. They're still in the teasing each other phase, I see. Alright. Let's check out Zane's. As the day of my coronation approaches, many visitors from other galaxies have arrived to pay their respects. According to my arrangements, a grand interstellar exhibition is being held today. I also accepted Zane's invitation to accompany him to this event. What is he wearing? Surprisingly, that face suits you. Carefully studied the mask on his face. Is it, can we call that, is it mask feels a bit loose. There's a term for that. Thanks to our masks, our appearances and demeanor have been altered. No one can recognize us. I'm sorry, but if no one recognizes him because he's got some feathers over his eyes, they might need to go to the opticians. It's like Superman all over again.
Your Majesty's choice is impeccable.
Worse, though. Most of his face is visible. Zane stands beside me and examines the holographic map in his hand.
Is there a particular exhibit you'd like to see? Considering the current crowd density, we'll be waiting in line for quite some time.
A bird flew into his face. It kind of looks like that, doesn't it? It's alright. We can walk around and see if anything catches our eye. Like, I don't know if you've seen all of the stories yet, chat, but another thing that kind of took me aback was, you know, for the play segment, I think it was like chapter 2 or something, everybody was wearing sort of normal clothes, and then Caleb comes out in his Catch-22 gear. Which, compared to the others, was quite a surprise.
Understood. Since there are too many people
Like,
here,
what kind of
we should
play are they
avoid getting
doing?
separated.
He doesn't say anything else. When he invited me, I thought he had ulterior motives, but now it doesn't seem as if he wants to partake. It seems as if he actually wants to partake in the festivities. Never mind, I'll deal with any situation that arises when they appear. Taking in the sights and sounds, I stop overthinking and begin to look around the exhibition. Why are so many gathered around that booth? I squeeze through the crowd with Zane. Several book titles presented in a large font stand out. The Empress's Affection, the Grand General Daring to Overstep, Secret Lovers. The last one appears to be a bestseller, and upon closer inspection, I see it's already reached its 95th volume. Bloody hell.
Oh my.
Oh.
I love you, but I love my power more. The tension between power and desire is addictive.
Wrote this. We've got fanfiction already. The enthusiastic stall owner is about to approach us with a sales pitch, so we quickly make our escape. Following a faint floral fragrance, Zane and I arrive at the garden's entrance. This place utilizes the last spatial manipulation technology. It allows each visitor to have their own private garden. As we step into it, the bustling crowd instantly vanishes. The garden's filled with pure white blossoms, their petals laid on top of one another. They sway in the gentle breeze and release a subtle, refreshing scent. These jasmines, they look different from the ones I've seen in holograms. Of course,
Correct.
It's jasmine.
They can no longer grow naturally in the current environment, and this is a modified species. There are some notable differences.
Hang on. Quiet. Open with the sound. Hang on. Zane's hand brushes over the petal. Under the sunlight, the jasmines bloom in layers and tenderly rest on his fingertips.
During the last meeting with the overlords, I noticed your majesty was fond of the jasmines they presented.
It's then that I understand his purpose for bringing me here. What would you do if you were attacked on AO3? Oh gosh. Whatever this universe's version of that is, that author definitely started off there. When the conditions are right, flowers can bloom anywhere.
They require a gardener's attentive care to ensure they bloom for a long time. Otherwise, they'll wilt prematurely.
Seems the Grand General is an expert gardener. In the center of the garden, a table presents freshly picked flowers for visitors to craft as keepsakes. Playful, I pull Zane to sit down with me. We each take some. I assume Zane won't be interested in this kind of activity, but to my surprise, his craftsmanship is accompanied by remarkable dedication. Unable to contain my curiosity, I lean in for a closer look. Are you making a flower wreath? Tender stems and leaves bend into perfect arc as his fingers gently shape them. The scent of flowers fills the air as he entwines the pure white jasmines with green stems into a circular item.
It can be a wreath or a crown.
Before I can react, the item falls into my hands. You made this for me.
I suppose I did. Consider it practice. It won't be long until your coronation. It shall be the grandest celebration in the entire cosmos. You'll wear a crown symbolizing supreme authority. Its weight will be incomparable to this.
Ah, okay. So in Raphael and Zane's card, then she doesn't start out as the Empress. She's going to be the Empress. And in some of the other cards, she's already Empress by that time. I gently touch the soft petals. The sensation is fragile yet beautiful. For a moment, I'm lost in thought. A flower crown is beautiful and fragrant, yet it wilts easily. The crown of an Empress, however, will never disappear.
So, will you discard the flower crown, Your Majesty?
I wink at Zane. Why can't I have both? Flowers and power suit me perfectly. I mean, yeah, you're the Empress, you know? Treat yourself. Why not both? I'm sad I didn't get his card now, because it sounds like it was interesting. Alright, let's see Xavier's. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. We want to look at 4 today. Here we go. After handing in today's domestic and international affairs, the sun has already moved westward. I turn off the holographic screen. Just as I'm about to relax, my robot secretary approaches.
Your Majesty's daytime work has finished. Thank you for your diligent efforts. May the Empire continue to be prosperous. In case you forgot, here is your schedule for tonight. The Minister of Strategic Planning has invited you to attend a reception.
Please tell him
that Her Majesty has an appointment with Mr. Xavier tonight.
At some point, Xavier appeared by my desk.
My apologies.
Hey, Pastor, how
I cannot
are you?
find any invitation related to Mr. Xavier on the schedule. Your Majesty, please.
Add it, this gentleman is a special guest who will attend the coronation ceremony, and his invitation should be given the highest priority. Taking advantage of the time it takes for the robot secretary to record, I grab Xavier's hand and leave the study as quickly as possible. We only slow down when we leave the palace. Alright, now, Mr. Xavier, can you tell me the specifics of his invitation?
It was just a spur-of-the-moment decision. Can't I invite you on a whim?
Xavier hands me a rabbit-shaped balloon. Its 2 comical rabbit ears flutter up and down.
Before the coronation ceremony begins, there are events being held in the city.
Sorry.
I don't want you to miss them.
It's in a weird place today, so maybe fine.
And it seems like it's been a long time since anything outside of appointments has appeared in your life.
She's very busy. We avoided the bustling crowd and wander along the alleys. We stop here and there. With no attendants or guards, the breeze feels especially refreshing.
Nebula Shake. It happens to be the last one for today.
Oh. I take a drink from Xavier and take a big long sip. The children near the stall seem to recognize you.
I don't know them, but they said I look like a prince who saves planets in a popular story. I told them I'm not a prince. I'm simply a friend who serves as Her Majesty's errand boy for matters such as buying milkshakes.
I am Her Majesty's secretary. Aww. Sorry to hear that, Pastor. Hope you can sleep soon. We drink our milkshakes as we climb the spiral staircase, up to a corridor. I look up. The view is excellent, and the entire royal capital can be seen at a glance. Seems like it's a week where not many of us can sleep well.
This was where I
rough
watched
start to the
people's
year.
lives.
Oops, sorry, I missed that. Oh, I guess you're well acquainted with this place, yeah.
Or saw the sunrise and sunset.
Majesty's milkshake runner. He is now. Xavier pulls me down to sit at the edge. This place is close to the real world. It is truly a place that anyone can like. You were just thinking what this title is besides Mr. I like all these nicknames. Oh, he's probably the only one out of all these cards who wouldn't mind being called her milkshake errand boy. Just as long as he gets to spend time with her. I feel like the rest of them might find some offense to that. But they'd still get her a milkshake anyway. The sweet aroma of bread drifts around the corner. With the warm evening sunlight, it envelops us. I close my eyes to savor this rare tranquility, but then, he pokes my cheek a few times. Hey, what do you want?
If we get closer to the real world, will I get to see the real you?
Aren't I normally real?
No. I was just thinking about the you on stage, the you at banquets, and the you during our sparring matches. They're all like you. But which one is closer to the original you?
Who's the girl behind the Empress?
I'm home, Granny.
Zane would want to be Her Majesty's milkshake taster. You just want a slight tweak to that, yeah. To that title. A child's voice resounds in the distance. We look towards it and see the little boy we met at the stall earlier.
Come back so late. How was the festival?
It was lively. I saw a man who looks like a prince, and he's friends with Her Majesty. He also told me that the Empress likes rainbow puff puffs and nebula shakes. Her Majesty is just like us.
Nonsense. How could Her Majesty like those things? Dinner is ready. Wash your hands first.
Grandmother sounds like she is had enough of life. There is no joy left in that woman's soul. Oh. Start the propaganda early. Say not enough sugar, triple it. Yeah, he has got a sweet tooth. Oh. The old woman takes the boy's hand and leads him into the house. Xavier and I exchange a knowing smile. I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know. I find it weird when people use those words because I don't know. It's like it's a weird modern phrase, that, isn't it? Like, this game has a lot to it, you know? Some people play it because they like the battles. Some people like the romance story. Some people might like the spicier side of it. But I feel like there's too much going on in this game that sort of narrowing it down to that feels like a disservice to the developers and the writers, almost. Who put a lot of work into it. Oh, I'm not sure about any other games within the. This is the only one I play. It has battles. So I don't really know about any other games in the genre, I'm afraid. Yeah, we know a couple of guys who play, don't we? Yeah. I think women are just underestimated. Yeah, that too. And I think that whenever a game is made for women, it does tend to get mocked as well. Often not respected. And maybe that's where my discomfort with people using that word to describe it comes from, because I feel like it's on that line again, you know? Because there's so much more to it. The current version of me is one I don't dislike. Oh, that was the end. That's a very sweet chapter. Oh, we have got... So, well, I've already done... I think it's Zane and Caleb. Zane and Xavier's left. I think I did Raphael's. What drew me to it? The battles. I actually saw a lot of hullabaloo about the period tracker at first, and I was like, oh, that's actually like a great idea for a game that is sort of catered more towards women. Like, if they're playing it every day, like, why not have some apps in it that are useful to them, you know? And just the very strange reactions to that being a thing in the game. But it's just for me, it's just something that makes sense. If you're gonna send, you know, like your target audience is women, why not have features in it that are beneficial to and aimed at them too? It just makes sense. And then I sort of, Jerry was playing it in our Discord, and I asked Jerry about it a little bit more. And it was the weekend where we just done the Ghoul cosplay. And I had messed up my skin during that cosplay, so I had to take a couple of days off to just recover. Basically, liquid latex did not groove my skin. So I needed a few days off, and I just ended up downloading it because I needed something to do. But I couldn't really sit at the computer because it was a bit painful. I just wanted to lay down. So I just got my iPad, downloaded this after Jerry said, it has battles too, you know, and I was like, oh, okay, now I'm interested. And that's when I got it. They've been stats for 20 plus years, exactly, showing that there are more women that play in gaming now, not just playing, but making them too, right? Yeah. Yeah, so it's weird. And I understand that a lot of it probably comes from, I don't know, maybe like teenagers and stuff like that. Sort of nonsense online, but it is sad when you don't see the games made by women get as celebrated. Or, you know, like I said, they're not taken as seriously. And in this game's case, it's definitely just narrowing it down to that specific genre of whatever, like Gooner or whatever you call it, yeah. When there's several games within this game, and that is just honestly a very small part of it, and it's very tame to begin with anyway because of the censorship over there, so there's, you know, they can't do anything more explicit than Baldur's Gate, for example. Like, you're not gonna fuck a bear and see it. That ain't gonna happen in this game. The period tracker started it for you too in a spiteful way. When he heard about the drama, he decided you would play the game to see how bad and how wrong. Right. Yeah, kind of. Honestly, yeah, a little bit of that too. Like, I thought it was weird that they were making a period tracker sexual, because it's not a sexual thing. It's just a natural thing that happens to a lot of women. And having a tracker for it is something that can be very useful. I use it, and it's great. It has reminded me to restock things I need several times. I'm someone who I get distracted very easily. I find it hard to remember things I need to do, unless I've got several notes around. I don't need any notes if it's just gonna gently remind me, like, hey, you know, you should probably check you got supplies. So I think it's actually really useful. And often it's quite accurate too. You blame Redford for starting you on this game with Warframe, right? I think quite a few people probably came in from the Warframe streams too, wanting to know, like, what is this game that they're obsessed with? And hey, even Ben Starr wants to be in this game. He wants to be the next lead, because he wants to play a boy and not a door. You'll never understand people because it's so weird. It's like, oh, like, what are you? Some kind of creepy period blood vampire? Like, like, one, that's gross. Two, says a lot more about you than it does about the people using the tracker. To be fair. It actually helps track your mind. Oh, do you tend to, like, get them sort of more towards that time? So you know they're kind of coming then. But yeah, it's just... It was such weird discourse that... Because I was thinking, surely this isn't the only game that's done that. Surely there must be more that like, have included that. No? And it's got quite a lot of useful apps, like there's a whole schedule planner, workout, study modes, sleep modes, things like that. The chibis are being very cute right now. What did we get in here? Oh, the timeline just updated. Okay, got it. Just sit in here for a second. did kind of see something similar did kind of happen with Stellar Blade as well, where that was kind of labeled as that type of game, but when I actually played it, I was like, oh, there is actually some good gameplay here. The story was quite weak, but the gameplay was really fun. Like, there was something there, and there were lots of outfits and stuff to collect. Some of them were really cute and nice, and I enjoyed kind of the dress up there. Others were definitely not aimed towards me, which is fine. But, you know, again, it's sometimes there's more to things when you actually check them out, I guess. Yeah. But both did suffer from, I guess, some weird advertising. Like, some of the lads' ads are pretty wild and out there, and I wonder who made them and who said, yeah, this is a great idea, this will bring players into our game. Because if I saw those adverts, I would not have downloaded the game. Luckily, I tried it before I saw the adverts. But yeah, some of the adverts are absolutely wild. And the same thing kind of happened with Stellar Blade, I feel, where like all you were seeing from the game was like people doing upshots of her going down the ladder, and I really had to like move my camera to a very specific place to basically replicate that in that game. By default, it was not like on the booty unless I was in a corner somewhere, which seemed more like a bug than anything. So I think they both kind of suffered from some very weird certain aspects of the games being shared that were perhaps wilder than the actual game itself. Do they also do the Soul Frame streams as well, Sakura, or is it like a completely different team that's like on board with that? I've been curious about it. If it's kind of the same developers or just a separate team sort of within their, what do you call it, group? Marketing is a skill, I guess. They certainly made some choices, like all those daddy adverts are certainly something, right? I think they've all had one of those adverts now. Some shared people, but mostly separate monthly dev streams. Gotcha. Because I was just wondering if we were going to get some lads hype in those streams as well. But I'm guessing it's going to be mostly the Warframe streams, where they're doing that. Oh, so today we did not get Colonel Caleb, but it's okay. In 2 days, I can get the box and secure him. We did, in fact, get Xavier. We got the full Light Seeker finally, so I can actually watch that myth now. We got the full Light Seeker, and we got Zane's Foreseer. We actually got 2 Zane Foreseers, which is fine. I only needed 1 though. So yeah, Colonel Caleb, we're gonna have to wait a couple. It's not a Marvel, it's Astarion from Baldur's Gate. Yeah, mostly Warframe probably. So yeah, that event crate. We're gonna have to use it for the Colonel. Oh, I'm also missing Fluffy Trap. We didn't get that one yet either. But hey, you know, 2 out of 5 that we were missing is not terrible, I suppose. Could have been worse. And we got free cards instead of just 1 from pulling, so better than we expected, I think. From Lemonette, we got some nice stuff. We got Raphael's Catch-22 pose. Can't remember what else we got. I just remember that. And, oh, I got a trophy, didn't I? We got a trophy for the room, which did trigger a Moments post. it triggered this post, yeah. Which I'm guessing was an OT-free event because there was no Silas or Caleb there. I'm not entirely sure what the trophy was for. We got a trophy that we didn't earn. Oh, that was it. The Takoyaki avatar. That was cute. Raphael Takoyaki. No soundtracks this week, I don't think. I really want the Dragon Veil soundtrack. Maybe next time. So there's no kitty badges, new kitty badges this week. I believe it starts next week. Yeah. New kitty badges starts next week, which means that Caleb's XO2 rerun is on the horizon. My guess is if it's not the next banner, it's the banner after, probably before Valentine's. So if you're wanting to pull for XO2, get saving, because it's coming. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like Silas, we only get about a month between the old and the new myth, because they'll probably have more plans for the rest of the year, so maybe anticipate it only having a month to save between them at minimum to be safe. XO2 is really good in battle. It's higher up than some of the third myths, so I am a bit concerned in order to balance things. We might get a weaker third myth for him. It's something to consider because XO2 is so strong, they're likely not going to nerf something that, you know, people have already paid for, so could be that kind of situation again. But hopefully you'll get something nice and strong. But yeah, XO2 is ranked pretty high with the fluctuant orbit, so that is kind of something to sort of consider. I am thinking about R1ing it. I do use it a lot, but I don't think I'd go higher than that with the third myth on sort of on the horizon, you know? Yeah. But I do recommend, you know, getting its base, especially if you're going to use Caleb in battle, because it's very strong. Attack base tend to be quite strong, just in general, so I recommend picking it up. I do use it in the Hunter contest every once in a while, seeing as I didn't get the Colonel yet. But I am excited to see what they're going to cook up for his third myth. I'm guessing we might get maybe some answers to the same source origin. Wondering if the 4-star card has because the last year's 4 stars actually did have clues for what the myth was going to entail for everybody. And in Caleb's, we've got like this Garden of Eden thing with, there's also a maze in the background with like what looks like might be different versions of Caleb or MC in there too. Oh, it won't let me spin it, but it's sort of over here. The maze. And the leopard. The leopard theme is pretty strong. So we were joking about George of the Jungle, weren't we, Sakura? Because of the leopard theme. He's also the only companion you dump oath strength in. Yes, that's true. Yeah, with most companions, oath strength is not that good. Like, you see it added as a stat and you're like, Brava would have crit damage, but with Caleb's XO2, yeah, oath strength is actually pretty darn good because it is you want to proc that oath as much as you can in battle with XO2. There's a lot going on in that card, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, so I'd be very surprised if it doesn't have clues to the next myth. So again, I'm thinking like Garden of Eden, but in a wasteland maybe? The apple's already eaten. There's already a bite into it. The sin's already been committed. Watch out for the apple tree. Weird side of the internet. Oh, it gets much weirder than this. If you think this is weird, oh, you're in for a shock. What do we wait? Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what. Okay, his first myth was defense attack, so it's going to be HP. It's going to be HP based. I'm curious what fourth myths are going to be. Are we going to like go back again? Are they going to introduce something different, or is it just going to roll back? So if, like, for example, Silas's first standard myth was attack, so is the next one going to be attack for him? Are we just going to keep going around that cycle? Because if it is, then there's a chance his fourth myth would be really strong. Perhaps the strongest. But we'll have to wait and see until later on, I think, the answer to that. We got a little bit of time, I think, before that last third myth drops. You want to see a leopard mecha? Ooh, that could also be interesting too, right? Yeah, I wonder if they are. I mean, yeah, in the last one he went full sort of cyborg, didn't he? Almost. I feel like it might be a recurring theme with him. Because the Colonel, you know, the Colonel has the mechanical arm. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. But I'm excited. The third myths have all been pretty solid so far. So, how is the long hair going to look? And every sort of edit I've seen, the long hair really suits Caleb well. Like, I am craving an ancient Chinese banner with traditional clothes and the long hair, because I think that would really suit Caleb, Silas, Zaid especially. Like, I just live in hope that one day we're gonna get that kind of banner. Even if it's an AU, I'll take it. Just give me, you know, something Romance of the Three Kingdoms-esque. Just the hairstyles and the outfits would just be so beautiful. It's my #1 ask for this year. For a multi, I think. With Silas's long hair, they did change the mesh slightly of the base. So there's a chance they might do that for Caleb as well. But it depends on if his myths based in the future or past as well. I think how much they tune his hair. It'd be nice if they, like, you see his forehead a bit, I think. Yeah, it's all been slightly different too, hasn't it? And like sort of fitting to the era that they are placed in. Yeah, oh yeah, Zane's was slightly, yeah. Yeah, his was a bit different. The only thing I wished for Zane's and Raphael's was that the headdress and the hair were separate. So being kind of attached to it as being... Yeah. Because the others, like, they can use them with the casual outfits and it kind of, like, just works. But with those two, they've still got the, like, adornments in there. So I hope they make them separate one day. He's still headcanon Xavier cuts his hair with his claymore. He does say that, doesn't he? Yeah, that he cut his hair with his sword. One thing you were looking to is the cosplays people do this game, and they make all the characters come to life. Like if you see the videos from the official events, and also the cosplayers they hire to do the promos when the myths come out. Like, there's some really great Raphael and Xavier cosplayers out there, especially, who the company tend to hire for promos, and they do fantastic work. There's a lot of talent out there. That's another thing to always look forward to. Yeah, the cosplay's coming out as well after the myths are released. Like someone did, there was a promo for the Raphael's myth, and the guy, like, he went to the sea on a rock, waves splashing, taking photos in full cosplay of the mermaid tail. Like, he went all out. It was fantastic. And it could not have been comfortable. Just sitting on that rock all day, taking pictures. So we've finally gone through all the Throne of Eros cards we got. We did get 4 out of 5, so better this time. And got a couple of missing companions from the Heart Compass event. Next week we've got new kitty card badges coming, which is going to be great because I need that affinity for Silas. And we've covered all the anniversary stuff now, pretty much. Now, on January 18th, there will be some anniversary gifts, 10 event wishes, and 1,180 diamonds, which I'm assuming will come through the mail. But that is the last thing, pretty much, mentioned on the anniversary timetable. Outside of the stream that was mentioned on the 18th on the CN side, but there's been no talk about that on the global side yet, so I don't know if it's just them streaming their event or what. We'll have to wait and see. So potentially could be a part 2 of the event if we're lucky. Oh, was it the wedding banner one you saw, maybe, I hope? I think they're going to do something similar at a Japanese event coming up. They said they were going to have, like, interactive cosplayers. But I'm not sure what banner they're doing, if it's going to be this one or not. I know they did a photo shoot thing with the crown. For Throne of Eros. The day it was announced. Oh, you probably saw some of those, I think, as well, right? When they were all, like, huddled around them. Oh, it's been a nice chill day, though. We've had a good week. Next week we might start Divinity. Divinity 2, maybe. And the next live stream will be for the next banner, which will likely be next week or the week before, I think. How many days? 8 days. Okay, so it'll probably not be this week, but the week after, I think. For the next live stream, whenever that next banner comes out, we shall be streaming again, and we'll do an updated house tour that day as well, because I'll have been able to level up a couple of more. In the meantime, I'm going to try and do some shorts with housing tips and things like that to help out people struggling with the gardening or any other sort of things related to the housing, because I know it's a lot to get your head wrapped around. And I'll tide us over in the meantime until the next one. Yeah. Next stream will probably be on Tuesday. It'll probably be Tainted Grail, another YouTube exclusive, until Wednesday's stream, which will be the Twitch and YouTube. On the 22nd, we've got the Xbox showcase as well, so not this week, next week. That'll be on a Thursday. So we'll do a watch party for that next week. Next week for you guys, next week for me. Because it's Monday here. Time zones. So we got a lot happening. While we wait for Resident Evil Requiem and all the releases to start this year. Alright everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll get the schedule out in the YouTube post section and Discord later tonight to confirm everything that's happening this week. Alright, I'll see you later. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care.